Retro.
Testing. All right, welcome to FU Sports on FU TV. We're watching David Benavidez versus Andrade or Andre, however you pronounce it. All right, we're in the ring right now. Let's listen to some of this. I keep confusing him with that UFC fighter.
Referee Celestino Ruiz.
All right, we're in round number 1 of this fight.
Working his 376th professional fight. Matias won the vacant title by 5th round TKO against Jeremias Ponce last February. Ergashev, he's trained by Sugar Hill Stewart, the nephew of the late Emmanuel Stewart, who was the quintessential trainer of power punchers in Hague. Ergashev, he's a pure power puncher. Round number 1.
I got a straight left hand. No wonder they call him, well, his name is Ergashev. Ergashev just lands a straight left hand to the body, which knocks over Matisse. Matisse ducks a left uppercut. Matisse just standing his ground in the middle of the ring. Ergashev kind of just pawing out, measuring with his right hand, and throws a straight left hand right through the middle of the guard and lands right on Matisse. Matisse kind of like pounding his gloves together like that didn't hurt. Coming forward, throwing a kind of flick jab. Bouncing pretty well on his toes. It gets hit with a counter uppercut from Ergashev. Ergashev just stepping in real nice. Real nice little step-ins, kind of feinting. Matisse circling to the left, very stiff. Extremely stiff footwork. He almost fights in almost like a Muay Thai kind of style. It's weird. The way that he takes these small steps. Matisse standing his ground, but looking maybe a little too much bouncing on his toes. He needs to kind of set his feet and throw something. His knees are real stiff. He holds his legs really. His timing is really off. Matisse's time. He's basically stepping into these shots. Ergashev really nice at measuring the distance, just kind of stepping in and out, knowing when to get out of the pocket, when to stay in. He's doing a lot of measuring with his right hand right now. It looks like he's just trying to set up this left straight. Nice left straight through the middle, little peppering shots from Matisse or Ergashev, and then a big left straight. Ergashev just kind of toying with this guy right now. He's got a very Amish-like haircut. Just saying. All right. We're going, we got 1 minute left into the first round. There's a straight left hand from Ergashev. Here's a barrage of punches. There's a body shot from Ergashev, and then an uppercut. He's just a lot of measuring, and too much measuring. He's posting off with that right hand a little too much for my liking. I mean, it's illegal. Now he's pushing off. Ergashev is pushing Matisse. Pushed him 2 times in a row. He's pushed him. No warnings or anything. Ergashev measuring like crazy with this right hand. Matisse really needs to just, I mean, maybe he's letting him work. But Ergashev, he's basically measuring. He's putting that right hand out there for a little too long. It's a very one-handed attack right now. There's a barrage of punches from Ergashev. It looks like just the left straight landed. Tons and tons of measuring. There's another straight left hand from Ergashev. Ergashev is just measuring the hell. Just measuring. Why isn't Matisse throwing a left hand over this guy's measuring? Over this guy's over Matisse's right hand. It's crazy. We've come to the end of the first round. They're showing some of the highlights. It looks like it was kind of a trip, that first shot, because it looked like Matisse had blocked correctly with his elbows and was knocked over. Okay, let's listen to some of the corner. Bob will be here in a second. Let's listen to some of this. Where's the fucking audio?
Being hit with those, or fighting off his chest, get close to Ergashev. For him, combinations and left hooks, those are the things that will win in this fight, and he's good at both those things. As for Ergashev, land the left early, yes, he did that. Body shots, which Abner Mara has alluded to, and did I mention the left hand? Yes, he should keep throwing it.
All right, we're going to round number 2 here, people. I gave the first round to Ergashev.
Fight.
Very easy round to score. All right, here we go. Both men are right next to each other. Matisse kind of trying to pressure a little bit more. He's eating all kinds of shots. All right, Matisse is, well, the high guard just kind of pressing in, eating a lot of little touch, straight left hands. Still trying to find his range. Just really having tons of problems getting in. Now he's eating a straight left hand and a right hook that wraps around the guard of Matisse. Matisse eating another right hand. Ergashev just having his way right now. Just beating the shit out of Matisse. Matisse still pressuring forward. Ergashev pushing off, referee giving him a warning. He is doing a lot of posting and a lot of pushing. Then Matisse throws kind of like a left hook around the guard. It didn't land, but you know, he's getting closer and closer. Both men now pressed up in the chest. There's a body hook from Ergashev. Ergashev pushing, a lot of pushing from Ergashev. No, it's amazing. There's no warnings. Now Ergashev shoots in and grabs Matisse. Matisse just shooting in, throws a short little left hook on the inside. Ergashev just seems to just be toying with this guy. He's just kind of like a punching bag. Matisse pushing him off. Matisse not really big with the right hand, is he? He hasn't really done anything with his right hand except kind of post with it and throw a little. There's a little short little uppercut, right uppercut from Matisse. Kind of a touching shot that lands. Ergashev just showing him a bunch of different angles. Men kind of clash heads there. They're both on the inside. Ergashev pushing off with the elbow a lot. Ergashev taking a jumping back and pushing Matisse again with his arms, constantly just pushing him away. No warnings. I mean, I don't understand. Here's again, he's posting and pushing the guy. He's stiff arming. Ergashev is stiff arming, and he's pushing the guy with both his arms constantly. You're not supposed to do that. It looked like a straight kind of left hook to the body. It looked a little low from Ergashev. Ergashev pivoting to the right, circling off with a kind of pushing right hand. Not really a shot, just got a push. There's a short left hook that lands from Matisse on the inside. Another little short right hand on the inside. Matisse just pressing forward with his hands up, high guard, just kind of laying on Ergashev. Ergashev eating a short little right uppercut from Matisse. And then another uppercut, another right uppercut. Look at Ergashev is kind of he's leaning on this guy. And all that pushing is going to do Ergashev any good. Because that uses a lot more energy than what Matisse is using. Because he's just leaning his way forward. And Ergashev just keeps pushing him off. There's a little short right hook from Matisse. Matisse pressing in. He's throwing a little short left hand. It looks like Matisse is hoping that this guy tires. Because he really is laying on. We come to the end of the second round. Second round was closer, but I think I'd still give it to Ergashev. They're now showing Mike Tyson in the arena. Let's listen to some of this.
Yeah, at this location. And Ergashev continued, that was the uppercut that Abner talked about, throwing good, really good combinations, and as we said, mixing in, even though some of those were blocked. And then we talked about the fact that, you know, he's a left-handed puncher, but the right hook...
All right, I got to test out my vote to see what happens when I speak. All right.
Matias really turned things around. He started...
He did, yeah, Matias did pretty good.
The uppercut, the left hook, and ultimately ended up landing a few more punches than Ergashev in that round. So
round number 3, people.
Getting to be what we imagined it would be.
This is round 3.
All right, we got Matisse pressing.
Left by Ergashev.
Matisse is pressuring right now. All right, well, I gotta check and see if my audio. All right, it's good. It's good. All right, so we got Matisse just stepping forward. It's just a lot of pawing. He's got Urkashev in the corner. Looks like Matisse is he's starting to now fire. He's starting to let his hands go. Lower this music. I hate how this music just keeps resetting itself to just high volume. There's a straight left hand from Urkashev. Urkashev is again, his back is against the rope. He seems like like I said, he's kind of wilting a little bit because he might be the stronger man. He keeps pushing on Matisse, but the thing is that Matisse is laying on him, so it's not a good idea to keep pushing this man, right? That starts to wear on you really quick. Using both your arms to just keep pushing this man off while he's leaning his weight forward. It seems like Urkashev is already kind of wilting a little bit just from the simple wrestling. All right, just so you guys know, this is FU TV. Remember to subscribe. We have dogs. Just saying. All right, it's raining. It's fucking raining. Okay, we got a lot of holding over here. Looks like Matias is kind of pressing the action in this round. The guy must be really good at managing his energy, and he's not thinking about winning the early rounds. He's thinking about kind of wearing on you. Urkashev throwing a nice little straight left hand and then pivoting to the right, and now he's kind of dancing away. But his movements are a lot more labored now. It looks like Matias is just kind of possibly the smarter fighter. He's letting him kind of wear himself out. I mean, we're only in the third round, and it looks like Urkashev is already kind of fading a little bit. It's a little touching hand from Matias. Matias slipping a right hand. Urkashev is on the back, but he's now holding Matias's arm, Floyd Mayweather, Shane Mosley style when Floyd got hurt, and Matias is kind of hooking off on Urkashev's face while he's holding while Urkashev is holding his arm. Urkashev looked like he's trying to get back in the fight. He just threw a barrage of straight punches. Basically, all of them were blocked. I could see Matias is really fading. He is fading. I don't think he's gonna make it, people. I think he might end up getting stopped. Unless he's got something else, some kind of a trick up his sleeve. He's looking very labored right now. He's gonna need a second wind. There's a straight left hand from Urkashev that lands. Two straight left hands, and then a left hook to the body. Just Matias is just starting to get to him. There's a nice little left hook, I think was to the body to end that round. We come to the end of the third round. You're watching FUTV, a live scoring of the big fight. David Benavidez versus Andre. They call him Boo Boo, I call him Doo Doo. Let's listen to some of the corner.
Thank you very much, sir, as things are heating up here in Sin City in this 140-pound title tussle.
Very important. When you go here, look, watch this. When you go here, punch it now. No wait. Let's go. No wait. Bang, bang. Let's go. You boxing good. Let's go.
Okay, we're going into round number 4, people. Round number 4. I gave that round to Matias. All right, so we got it 3-1. We got Matias stepping forward. We're in round number 4. Actually, it's what would that be? That's 2-1, not 3-1. All right, Matias stepping forward right now. You got Urkashev just really labored movements, man. Really labored. Urkashev taking all the sets back, just peppering Matias with all these shots, many shots. He needs to really kind of set his shots up more. He's just throwing barrages. I mean, the body's there. You know, just go to the body a little bit and then bring him back to the head. Okay, Urkashev's kind of a lot of crazy measuring, man. It's insane how they're letting him measure so much. Like Urkashev is measuring like crazy, and he keeps pushing with the arms. They more and more measuring, just tons of measuring. Matias landing 2 little slapping shots on the inside. Urkashev seems to be landing the harder shots this round so far. He is not the ring general. He's doing this sluggish version of boxing. He's just very labored. Decent movement, you know, but he's eating some shots. Urkashev's back is on the ropes. He's just eating a right uppercut. There's two little pushing and like jabbing kind of left straights from Urkashev. And Matias throwing all these lazy uppercuts. He's landed this decent little chopping left hook on the inside when they go chest to chest. Really, I mean, Matias is just really pressing on him, you know? And it's not like he's not throwing anything too heavy. He's just trying to put a pace on him. And Urkashev is moving his head everywhere. It's just a lot of movement, upper body movement. You know, this is draining, sapping this guy's energy. Matias really needs to start throwing, and here Urkashev shoots in for a clinch, and Matias hits him with a little short left hook on the inside. No real power on it, just a little annoying shots, very much like Nick Diaz, like in his Strikeforce days. I mean, a nice little left hand from Urkashev. Matias really now kind of grabbing the back of the head and throwing this right hand. It's not right. Matias is just kind of wailing right now on Urkashev, throwing illegal shots from Matias, grabbing the back of the head and throwing uppercuts. Now we got Urkashev shooting around, grabbing Matias in the back. Urkashev putting his head down, posting again with the right hand and throwing a straight left hand and missing both shots. Matias just peppering this guy, peppering him. A lot of little peppering shots from Matias, really sapping the energy of a... I mean, what's up with the gas tank? Oh, look at this. Matias almost falls over. Just falls over from not even getting hit. There's a little short left hook. There's a little kind of a kidney punch from Matias, nothing on it. Just kind of touching his kidney area there. Those short left hooks from Matias. Urkashev is gassing big time, man. Urkashev going to throw a straight left hand, but eats a left hand from Matias in return. Matias going to the rope, very confident. Let's listen to some of this.
You don't have to fight southpaw. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Nothing with the southpaw. Just keep the way you're doing it. Remember.
All right, Bob is here.
Remember, you need to lean on him. When he leans on you, then you just hit the body. Hit the body. This is the key. This is the key to win the fight.
Great work by trainer Nahar. Don't switch lefty because it's not broke. Don't try and fix it. And we look back at what an effective round Matias had. Urkashev in the corner, still landing shots, good shots. Those are the kind of shots that were hurting every fighter he's faced. But Matias walks through them, and he is such a good combination puncher. There's like 6 punches in that combination, and you know, all good ones.
As we begin round 5, Abner, what Matias
round number 5
to do more is close the distance.
All right, Bob is here. I'm going to be testing out her microphone. Everybody loves Bob. Bob has arrived. All right. We're just going to have to set up the mic. Hey, Bob.
Hello.
All right, I had Matias winning the last round, so it looks like 2-2 to me. But Urkashev seems to be fading. Urkashev's back is pressed against the rope right now. The pressure that Matias is putting on Urkashev is getting to him. Okay, right now, Urkashev, I mean, he was very active in the beginning, he was pressing forward, now he's just kind of running away. Hey, Bob, speaking to your mic. Get that away. Get out of here. All right, we're trying to get our dogs away from our mics so that he doesn't break everything I have here. Okay, so.
Urkashev looks like his last name is a typo.
All right, I'm putting Bob's mic on. I don't know if it's working. Speak into your mic, please.
Boop boopy doop.
All right, okay. I'm going to turn this music off. All right, we got Urkashev. We got Matisse kind of just pounding his chest, very confident. He can see that he's making the Urkashev wilt. Urkashev now shooting in for a clinch. Fight is really shifting hardcore right now. What do you think, Bob?
I think Urkashev's last name looks like a typo.
Does it?
Does.
Urkashev?
It looks like somebody got very frustrated trying to type his name, and they were just like, ah, fuck it, this will do.
Yeah. Okay, Matias is not... This guy's talking about using the jab. I don't see any jab happening here. So I'm going to be muting those commentators. Ergashev getting his ass whooped on the ropes right now. He is like gassing hardcore for like the last 3 rounds. Now Matias is really just beating on him. I don't think the fight should be stopped, which I think they would do that. There's a little short level left hook from Matias. Ergashev grabbing the arm. Matias kind of rubbing Ergashev's back. Seems like a taunting move. There's a little left hook to the body from Ergashev. There's 2 little short left hooks from Matias that both land. There's a straight left hand from Ergashev that hits the gloves. I mean, it just looks like Ergashev's just completely wilted, man. I don't think he's going to get a second win. It's just insane. He's just completely faded. All right, we've come to the end of the 5th round. Ergashev walking to his corner, just breathing real heavy. He's really out of it. Okay, let's listen to some of this corner.
Do you know much about Ergashev? I don't think I've ever heard of him before.
I haven't really watched. I'm pretty sure I've seen some of his fights, but I don't know much about him. I'm going to bring your mic up a little. Okay.
Stephen Maggs is hoping that we call this fight.
Which fight?
This fight.
Oh, the one we're watching right now?
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, he's in the comments?
Yes.
Oh, what's up, man? All right, we're going into round number 6 now. Okay, so it looks like they stopped the fight.
Really?
They stopped the fight to TKO.
Issues with his right leg and is forced to retire.
Okay, so
Between rounds, Subriel Matias remains.
The people in Ergashev's corner look very confused.
that is weird.
He's now 20-1. All 20 wins come via stoppage.
All right, that was weird. I wouldn't be shocked if he did have a leg injury because the way he was fading was just like ridiculous. So it looks like we got a TKO win for Matias. I mean, you could tell Ergashev was fading like hardcore, and it started in like the 2nd round. It was like really weird.
Do you think it was a conditioning problem, or
there was something wrong with him? They're saying there's an injury. Let's listen to this.
Really breaks you down, saps you of your will. Let's listen in here, but my goodness, Matias.
Well, here are the numbers, which, you know, he started not fast in round 1 and then was able to pick up the pace and landing 33% of his power punches, which for him, in terms of percentage, is almost pedestrian, but they were so...
We were going into the 6th round I had it, what was it, 2? I had it 2-3. Very close that, there was a close round in there. I'd say 2-3 for Matias. Matias was losing very easily. He was getting outclassed, but then it just out of nowhere, this guy started wilting.
well, Ergashev looked like, I don't know what he was saying
was just
to Matias, but it looked like he was like disagreeing with something to Matias.
Maybe he hit him someone. Maybe he hit him with an illegal shot and he got like pulled a muscle. But they're saying it's a leg injury. Let's see this. Let's hear this.
While it lasted. Early on, Ergashev came out. There's the left hand that pushed Matias back. He landed so many of those left hands and mixed in the hooks.
Yeah, Ergashev was landing this really pretty left straight right down the middle of the guard. I mean, he was beating his ass.
Combinations, landing good straight range. But once the range changed, Abner, we saw this from Matias.
Yeah, definitely. Again, once Matias found his rhythm, he felt his punches. He said, okay, I can take them. I can walk in, and he started doing so. With those combinations, that left hand, and that's when he switched on to southpaw. And his coach told him, don't go to southpaw. It's not working for you, like you said. If it's not broken.
Some short left hooks, decent short left hooks from Matias on the inside. He was doing well. You know, he started to kind of gain... trying to get his footing in the fight. But the thing is that it just looked like Ergashev was injured or there was something wrong with him because he just started fading out of nowhere, like really, really dramatically. He went from being completely fresh to like fading. And it didn't make sense. And it started around the 3rd round. Like who fades like that in the 3rd round? So I want to hear what they say in this post fight here and see what the problem was because they're saying he had an injury.
In charge, Celestino Ruiz stops the contest upon request of the corner. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, El Orgullo de Maternillo, Subriel Matias.
The 140-pound division, in my opinion, is the best in boxing, and the man you're looking at is certainly one of the best, if not the best.
We'll have more right after this.
Sunday.
That was very odd. And it looked like the Ergashev corner did not agree with whatever happened, because the corner looked confused, and then Ergashev approached Matias and kept saying something and like pointing at the judges or something. I don't know. I don't know what he was saying.
The injury is probably real, and he's just kind of saying, you know, a lot of fighters do this. He's like, he probably told him like, you know, I was getting to you, but I got this injury, so let's like do this again. That's probably something like what he said. You can see there was something wrong with him. Either he didn't do any running or exercising for this camp, or he actually had an injury. I lean towards an injury, so this was a TKO supposedly. Here we go, TKO.
Yeah. More surprises.
Oh yeah, big surprise. Huge surprise.
All right, so they're saying it's a TKO. Let's listen to this. I don't really agree, but yeah. It's an injury. I mean, you got to go to a scorecard. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you? Am I wrong? Does you have to go to a scorecard when there's an injury, or is that only has to do with cuts?
In the first round, did his power bother you at all in this fight?
Pues mira, realmente cuando vi que, ¿verdad? No tenía como para lastimarme, o hermano, yo pensé eso, pues retomé el plan de ir para el frente y acabarlo.
Yeah, no. To me, it looks like there was a problem from the beginning. Maybe Ergashev's footwork. Maybe he hurt himself. He twisted something. He was using a lot of footwork there in the beginning, and he was schooling Matias. He was really just schooling him.
I'm reading like breaking press coverage on this.
Yes.
And apparently Ergashev told his corner that he could not continue.
Yeah, for Southpaw, I just need 3
because of an injury to his right leg.
Yes.
However, as we saw, he's been walking around, no problem. He's not limping, he's not favoring it.
But the way he was fading, it wouldn't shock me if he had an injury there. There was just a look in his face of like pain, and he was only eating like these small, short shots, not too much on him, but he had lost like all his mobility. Like he went from moving around, and it was like, we're talking about the 3rd round.
That's
the guy could
bizarre.
barely move anymore. He was getting stuck on the ropes. He could not move. So it wouldn't shock me if he had some kind of injury. And he's not lying.
Brother, all my career. What does this mean?
I mean, I actually, when I was watching this fight in the first few rounds, I thought that that Ergashev was going to cruise to an easy win here. I did see it kind of switching, like shifting towards Matias, and that's because Ergashev looked like he was fading, and he was. But I think maybe it had more to do with the injury than the work of Matias.
So this fight, Ergashev lost rather than Matias won.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I think that's important.
We have to see a rematch.
Subriel Matias in his first title defense improves.
I think this also warrants kind of taking a closer look at these first, I mean, it was only 5 rounds, but taking a closer look at them and trying to identify when the injury occurred, like what went wrong. Because the commentators are talking about how, oh, this person has this huge career ahead of him. And that may be true, but this seems very strange, and I want to understand better what happened.
Yes. Well, I would like to hear Ergashev be interviewed. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm sure he'll.
When they don't interview both fighters.
I think that he didn't want to talk to anybody.
Maybe it might be.
Like, I don't think that they would have not talked to him. This was kind of a surprising and confusing turn of events.
Look, they may not have not wanted to interview him. That's it. I mean, that's what I see. Look, the guy's got an injury. You should be able to talk to him. Don't try to brush him under the fucking rug. Because I feel like that's what they're doing to him. They're just going to get his side of the story. Let's get, let's hear like definitive
what
that he's got, what
from?
happened? Did he get an injury in camp? What happened?
What country is Ergashev from?
I'm not sure. Let's listen to this. They're talking about the main event right now.
Coming up next, Jermall Charlo returns to the ring.
All right, Bob's going to be talking to you guys. I'll be right back.
Junior. Now, tonight is Charlo's
So he's Uzbek.
2.5 years.
So I think that, you know, it makes sense to go and try to figure out what happened to him. Because, like, okay, Matthias won. That's great. Fine. But I am very curious as to what happened to Ergashev. Because that was just very bizarre. His corner looked confused. He had a right leg injury, but was walking around, not favoring his right leg, you know. He got hit with a bunch of shots, but was fine, or seemed to be fine. So it's just very strange. You know, I'm very curious what happened there.
The battle-ready contender from Phoenix, Arizona, Jose Benavidez Jr.
What makes this fight more important is
So what fight on this card is everybody most interested to see?
all of my fans who waited on me. It's like my comeback fight.
Fighting Charlo, you know, it's a big fight. It's a big fight, a fight that I wanted. I feel strong, ready, motivated. I just feel like this is my time, and I'm just ready to go.
This could be a career-defining fight for me. I'm expecting to look my best. I needed that time off.
So,
my body's healed
Charlo
up. I'm
is
older, I'm
coming
wiser,
back.
I'm more mature, I'm mentally better now. I have no excuse. I'm just going in there.
How's everybody's Thanksgiving?
I'm prepared for all of Jose Jr.'s antics and all of his little creative ways to try to get under my skin. That's not happening this time. If you look at my track record, every fighter that came talking shit to me, I either knocked them out or hurt them real bad where they never returned to the ring. The Benavidez brothers are rival brothers. We never had a problem, but then it's like when we run into each other, it's like, yeah, we the better brothers. Like, hey, we down for whatever. So I finally get a chance to fight.
Kind of interesting. There's like a brothers on brothers rivalry happening. When is Charlo on this card?
Yes, he's about to fight next. He's going to fight David Benavidez' brother.
Jose, right?
Yeah, this is sad because I think this guy is a welterweight.
Looked a little slow. He's kind of predictable.
We got the build up right now to the Charlo Benavidez fight.
I envision me winning and me whooping his ass. That's what I envision. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded. I'm gonna take this.
They should do something like the WWE and have both sets of brothers come out at the same time. Have like a tag team match.
Or we have like a whole like Nate Diaz moment. They come out and they're like with their big entourage, the Diaz brothers. I mean, we got
I feel like if there's a set of siblings and they're not in the same weight class, or they're like in weight classes that are close to each other, they should find like another set of siblings. Like, and it should be its
the
own
twins
belt.
versus the twins, huh?
Twins versus twins, or brothers
Charlo's
versus
looking
brothers.
real bad, man. Just in the face. There's something wrong with him. David. Well, we got the Benavidez brother over here.
Apparently, that's what they're doing whenever the Benavidezes see the Charlos out in public. They're like, "Oh, we're the better set of brothers," and I just feel like.
Did he just say that?
That's what Charlo was saying.
Yeah.
That he was like that they never had
I don't
any
know about
problems,
that
and that all of a sudden now, whenever they see each other in public, that these guys, the Benavidezes, too many
Yes,
S's at
the
the end of that,
Benavidezes.
are the Zzz's are trying to be like, we're the superior brothers, which is just such like an odd thing to say.
I mean,
like that's so odd.
It's impressive that both of them are fighting at this level, but I mean, Charlo looking real dry, man, dry in the face. He's just don't be shocked if Charlo loses this fight. Okay, let's listen to some of what they're saying.
Jump to 168 and lock up big fights.
And his usual skirt is in full effect.
Yep.
Caleb Plant, he says, and of course,
I mean, it's a micro mini.
Will remain in his sights as well. Time now for another check of the DraftKings tail. For that, here's
got any comments in the comments? What's going on with this?
Catches my eye. You bet on the underdog.
Damn, and it's showing a picture of Benavidez. He looks fat as hell. David Benavidez looking real fat in that picture.
Yes, it's true. Andrade has had difficulty finishing opponents. He's also scored 13 knockdowns.
Demetrius Andrade looks like he belongs in a 1970s blaxploitation film.
Now we switch over
in that photo.
What'd you say, Bob?
In the photo of Andrade,
yes,
it looks like it was taken off of the cover art for a 1975 blaxploitation film.
That's messed up.
It's true though.
He looks like the Wish.com version
No,
of
but
Bob
did you
Marley.
see he had he was all like glossy. He had his little fro all nicely groomed.
Yeah, nice.
With his facial
I
hair.
think he has dreadlocks, doesn't he?
All they need to do is put him in like a trench coat with like one of those 1970s disco suits. And like, you know, he's the disco dancing something or other.
All right, they're just building up this fight right now. Jamar Charlo versus
Jamal.
Jamal. That's his name, Jamal, right?
It's Jamal Charlo.
Jamal, that's what I said, Jamal.
I thought you said Jamal.
Jamal looks like he's like 40-something years old, and he's coming back after a long retirement.
He looks like a PTA
He
dad.
looks real swollen in the face. Like, there's some puffiness to his face that doesn't look very youthful.
Maybe it's Botox.
Maybe it's tons and tons of alcoholism.
That could also be it.
I think this is the Benavidez brother who got, I think he got in an accident or he was shot or something.
He's got acne scars.
Here we are. We're in the co-main event already. Wow. We got here late, didn't we, Bob?
We got here right on time.
As always.
No.
Right
on time.
We're going to be scoring the this one, obviously. And then we got the visual scorecard for the main event. Okay, let's listen to this. They're doing the ring announcements.
Color palette, very 1980s. Saved by the Bell.
It's very
like
trans flag-esque, isn't it?
I mean, it just reminds me of Saved by the Bell.
It's pink, blue, and white.
He looks like Slater.
Why is he wearing that?
From Saved by the Bell.
Benavidez is coming out right now dressed up like an extra from Saved by the Bell. He looks like a Muppet.
Many Fraggles were massacred.
He's got like corn braids with a man bun, very Conor McGregor-esque.
Jose Benavidez Jr., but he sure looks a lot like Felix Chavez, that fighter who we announced on Creed 3. Now,
looking like a weird pimp.
Why do they say he's called Jose Benavidez? That's who he is.
That's his name, man.
They're like, he's called this, but he looks like this other guy who's completely unrelated to him in literally every capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just because they're both beige?
Who?
He's like, he's called Jose Benavidez Jr., but he looks like Felix, whoever the fuck, over there that we talked about on Creed 3 or whatever the shit he's talking about. Like, that's such an...
It's weird, I don't know.
A very weird way to...
Up in weight, you know, he was at 140, 147.
He's all over the place with his weight, isn't he?
He owned it even though he played a heavyweight in the movie.
Oh, so he was in Creed? I didn't know that. I've never watched any of the Creed movies. I want to, but I never got to watching them. You seen them?
No. I'm also not like, oh man, I need to go see them.
Yes.
Now making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas.
All right, so our dog just blew a fart.
Champion of the world.
Sorry, we had to let you guys know.
Charlo.
But remember to subscribe to FUTV. This is where you find amazing coverage like this and other things. And we rescue dogs. Remember that. Remember that. All right, so we got Charlo doing jumping jacks.
He also looks like an extra from Saved by the Bell.
He does, and he's jumping up and down, throwing, kind of shadow boxing, very confident, coming in the ring with a rapper who's very not even audible. He's kind of just mumbling a bunch. He's got very groomed eyebrows, doesn't he?
Now, though?
Huh?
Isn't that what most rap is?
It's
now,
just
though?
bad audio production. He seems like he's lip syncing.
So this looks like it would be the season finale of Saved by the Bell, where they've been getting ready all season for this.
Charlo looks good.
Dance-off.
Yeah, this is the season finale of Saved by the Bell. They're all grown up right now. They're going to college.
There's going to be a dance-off in the gym.
Charlo looking a little bit better in the face. He looks a little less bloated. I wonder when that picture was taken that he looks so bloated like that. Is that from the weigh-in? Is that a Dominican flag on his head? It looks like the Dominican flag, doesn't it, on that hat? I thought he was black, like African or something. He's Dominican? What the heck?
I don't know.
Charlo pumping it, doing the same like hand gesture as brother does with that downward elbow that they like to do so much.
Despite missing weight, Charlo wants to prove that.
Well, this is the co-main event, so the main event should be in roughly 30-odd minutes.
Yes, I'm predicting this is going to be a knockout.
Who do you think's going to knock who out?
I think we might see an upset, possibly. I think we might see an upset. Charlo's looking kind of confident, but there's also some sense of unsure of himself. His hair looks a little bit like he's been smoking meth.
That's not nice.
He doesn't have that usual kind of like blonde hair. His hairline's drifting back a little too far, too, for my liking. All right, so Charlo is the older man. He's 33. You got Benavidez, who's 31. He's got a 71-inch reach, so Charlo has the reach advantage. And also you got Charlo's coming back after a long layoff.
And raises the question. He then later said after that he only had what he called a 3-week specific camp for this. He said he was training and he had gone to see Roy Jones Jr., etc., to work with him. But he said he didn't have a long camp. So we'll see.
He even had a short camp. He didn't have a long camp as well. He's got everything against him except for the reach advantage.
With the official introductions, here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, from the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, Premier Boxing Champions continues the action with our co-main event of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions, Samson Boxing, and Showtime Pay-Per-View, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Introducing our three judges,
you couldn't wipe my drawers.
All right, right now we're still watching the build-up.
From Nevada, Dave Moretti, and from California, Zachary Young. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee.
All right, we're going to round number 1.
Harvey Dock.
Yeah, no, it just says the Charlo brothers are African American.
Really, he had a Dominican flag on his hat.
Special attraction. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red.
He looks Pandemanian to me, like his facial features.
Did you say Pandemanian?
That's how you pronounce it.
Panamanian?
Oh, Panamanian. What about Pandamanian?
That was adorable. Pandemanian?
I always thought it was Pandemanian. It's like pandemonium. All right, we got Benavidez' dad in the back, waving that towel in the air like a helicopter.
He wants to say Wepa so bad.
He does. He does.
It's in his mind.
Oh, well, you got Jose Benavidez just doing the kind of like glove across the throat, like slitting the throat. Very confident, real angry look in his face.
Way too confident.
He's looking like a real hardcore like vampire Mexican, just real intimidating look on his face.
Except he's wearing a cast off from
like
Saved by the Bell.
Except he's dressed like a damn Muppet.
Muppets do Saved by the Bell.
It's really hard to be intimidated by a Muppet. And Charlo looking kind of confident.
He looks a little bit hungover.
He does. He looks like he drank a couple of too many what's that thing, Modelos? He drank a lot of Modelos. The guy behind Charlo not looking too confident. Charlo has this weird look in his eyes. He just looks bored with the whole thing.
He looks like he's about to fall asleep.
He does. He looks bored with the. But both the brothers do that weird downward elbow motion kind of thing.
What was that?
He just had. He has a look in his face where he's not quite confident. He's like frustrated.
He definitely does not look like he wants to be there.
Looks like, yeah.
It's weird.
All right. Both men now in the middle of the ring. They're gonna do.
You received your instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself.
Lubricated.
Touch him up. Good luck.
There's no touch of gloves there.
But that just seems so over the top. Like, come on, get over it. You're not 5 years old.
All right, there was no touch of gloves. There's some bad blood here, it looks like. We got Charlo in his corner, just waving his arms around, kind of stretching, twisting his back. He kind of fell over doing his stretch. Wow, that's not good. We got Jose Benavidez bouncing up and down, looking real angry. Telling you people, who knows? This might be an upset. We got Benavidez now, the one to step forward.
Why does he look angry?
I don't know why he looks angry, but there was no touch of gloves.
It's only 10 rounds.
Yes, we got Benavidez pressuring forward. Charlo landing a short little left hook. Very fast, very reactive. It didn't hurt. Obviously, Charlo is the bigger man. He looks way bigger. Benavidez hitting Charlo with a small jab, shooting with a straight right hand. He misses. Charlo throws a jab to the body. Benavidez doing a great job pairing it off. It looks like the Charlo jab went to the groin. Definitely hit low. It was unintentional. We got Benavidez still pressing forward. He hit Charlo with straight right hand. Benavidez, very good. Benavidez, a nice little solid left hook to the body and a little jab, right hand jab, kind of poked Charlo's head back. Benavidez, damn, it's just so crazy how small he is, but he's standing his ground, and there's no intimidation in Benavidez, pawing forward with a right hand. Charlo throwing a couple little peppering jabs, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. No weight on him, but they are landing. Benavidez doing a decent job pairing off that jab to the body. Benavidez just standing his ground, pairing off Charlo's jab. Charlo throws 2, both of them paired. Benavidez lands a jab of his own, shoots in another jab, misses, lands a touching right hand. All from Benavidez as a touching jab to the body on Benavidez from Charlo. These are low blows, I think. These jabs from Charlo to the body they're straying a little bit low. They don't look right. They're not intentional, but he's not shooting them well. There's a little right hand that wraps around the guard of Jose, and then Charlo gets hit low and he kind of complains. Charlo's fucking band is huge. There's a nice little straight right hand from Benavidez that lands on Charlo. Charlo is, am I wrong, Bob? Charlo is ginormous. He looks really way bigger than Benavidez. But what's weird is Benavidez's legs are basically equal size to Charlo. And he's got almost, there's another, you see that jab from Charlo, Bob, there? That doesn't look legal to me. That looks like a multiple low blows. There's a left hook to the body from Benavidez. Benavidez just literally standing right in the middle of the ring, throws a jab and a straight right hand. Charlo kind of pivots to the left. The right hand doesn't really land well. The jab landed. Charlo just peppering Benavidez with some shots. He's not really in control. He's definitely not in control. He's landing touching shots. Benavidez looks like he wants to knock Charlo's head off. There's a short right hand on the inside from Benavidez as lands. Charlo's back is on the ropes right now. He gets hit with a nice left hook to the body. Charlo grabbing Benavidez's head. It looks like Benavidez is hurt. Charlo pressing forward, landing all the barrage of punches. Nothing too solid. The first one was the biggest one. Benavidez was hurt. Obviously, he's feeling the power from this bigger man. Charlo throwing a left hook and a left uppercut. It's the left hook was cuffing. And the uppercut didn't land. His little stab to the body from Charlo. The jab, there's a straight right hand from Charlo, followed by a left hook. Both land. Benavidez seems to be able to handle it. We come to the end of the first round. They're showing the replay. Let's listen to a little of this.
Charlo turned things around with that straight right hand and added the left hook and had him in some trouble. Let's take a look at what these men want to try and do in this fight to gain a victory. For Charlo, control the distance so Benavidez doesn't get in close. The jab, he's already done that and then some. And the uppercut is always a big weapon for him that could be there. As for Jose Benavidez, hold the nice early, take a shot, in my opinion. That's what he tried to do, but it didn't go well for him.
I thought Benavidez was winning the round, but towards the end, I think Charlo had pulled it towards him. I think he won the round. He landed the harder punches. Benavidez was the ring general for the majority of the round. What are you doing, Bob?
I'm walking to my desk.
All right.
And then returning.
All right. Benavidez stepping forward. He's in the middle of the ring. Charlo taking small steps back. Benavidez landing a little jab. Charlo throwing a left hook. It misses, but it does knock Benavidez off balance. He caught it on the glove. Benavidez peppering Charlo with a bunch of shots, presses him back to ropes, lands a right hook to the head of Charlo that lands solid. Jose now has the Charlo's back against the ropes. He's just a barrage of punches just landed all over him. It's hard to see him. There's so many punches being thrown right now.
Do you think that Benavidez has the power to overcome the size differential here?
So far, I don't see it. But Charlo,
that's the concern. Like, he's
Charlo
hitting
does
a much
respect
larger man.
But you never know. He might catch him. I mean, Charlo is he's not a very active fighter. So Benavidez might hit him right on the button. Charlo seems to respect his power so far. There's a right uppercut from Charlo that pops Benavidez' head up, kind of knocks him off the ground. Like it basically
he like
looked like multiple lefts, a left hook and a right hand from Benavidez. Benavidez has Charlo pressed up on the ropes right now. Not a great place to be. Who knows? You know, there's a right hand right there could be there for Benavidez. Charlo shooting him with a little jab to the body and a jab to the head. Both miss. He's not in range.
Charlo is not consistently high output. He
No, he's not.
will flurry a little bit and then kind of hang back on his back.
There's a little jab from Charlo. He pivots to the left and lands a left hook around the guard of Benavidez. Benavidez throwing a nice straight right hand, but it missed. And then he throws another straight right hand and a touching jab. Benavidez hitting Charlo a nice little right straight. Nothing too heavy from Benavidez. You know, there's a nice little right hook around the, kind of stepped in and clinched Charlo and landed a little swooping right hook right into the behind the ear of Charlo from Benavidez. Benavidez having some issues with the power and the length, you know, with the reach advantage of Charlo. Charlo throwing kind of like a backhand jab. Seeing him like touched Benavidez.
They both look like they're getting a little slow, to be honest.
Oh, Benavidez for sure. Benavidez is having an issue with the range, I think, and the power. You know, the power. There's definitely a power difference there, a big one. I don't think Benavidez is used to this. He's feeling it a little bit. He's not giving up. That's for sure. He's pressing forward right now. Charlo's throwing some peppering jabs and turning towards the right hand of Benavidez. And he throws some peppering shots and turns to the left. Charlo just standing his ground waiting for David. David throws a left hook, completely off balance, and just kind of smacks Charlo with a left hook. It's not looking too good for David right now. David walks into a nice stiff jab to the body from Charlo. Charlo just basically standing his ground and using his reach. David shoots him for a barrage of shots, and Charlo just clinches him. It looks like Charlo might have a cut from a headbutt. I'm thinking it's a headbutt.
I'm just very surprised to see both fighters so slow and heavy-footed at this early in the fight. Like this looks like I would expect to see this at round 6. It looks like they're slowing down considerably, and I don't know if that's a training camp issue, a condition issue, but they're kind of plodding around already, and it's just round 2.
I think most of it is Benavidez is fading a little more than Charlo.
Mixes in a nice right hand, and that's where he is not susceptible to a lot of those Charlo punches. But here we see Charlo doing good work even from the inside. We said the uppercut was one of the keys in this fight, and he got it going there.
And they're showing the replays. The hardest punches of the round were all from Charlo. Definitely a Charlo round. That's 2 rounds. For me, that's 2 rounds for Charlo. We're going into round number 3. David just pressing forward, just shooting across the ring on top of Charlo. He really wants to get on him and just make him get that respect, because it doesn't look like Charlo's respecting this. There's like 4 shots that have hit Charlo. Charlo looks like he ducked his head right into a right uppercut from Jose. Jose landed a nice little left hook to the body of Charlo. Really trying to get this guy to give him respect. I mean, really what David needs to do, or not David, Jose, is he needs to get Charlo to work, because Charlo's just basically standing in his ground and letting Benavidez walk into shots. Benavidez is fighting him at a range too much. He needs to get in close. He needs to get in on him, because what's happening is they keep resetting, and he's walking into shots in the weigh-in. So he needs to close that gap, move his head and get in close.
It looks like even though Benavidez is throwing hard shots, I don't think that they're having really an effect on Charlo.
They're not.
Charlo's like, okay, whatever.
He's not finding his range, really. Yeah, he needs to get in. He needs to stop fighting him at range, because Charlo's winning this battle here. There's a nice little leaping in left hook to the body from Benavidez, then a right hook that lands on Charlo. Charlo landing a little stiff jab to the body. Charlo just standing his ground, just once again, what he's done the last 2 rounds. He's just standing his ground and letting Benavidez walk into shots. He's peppering Benavidez with small jabs, little jabs to the body. He pivots to the left. Charlo pivots to the left, and he's really just boxing the hell out of Benavidez right now. There's a jab and a straight right hand from Charlo, standing his ground, just beating this guy at range. Benavidez shoots in. This monitor's driving me insane how this keeps flickering like this. My monitor is turning on and off. It's some kind of glitch with Windows, I think. Benavidez standing in the middle of the ring, just waiting, eating a jab to the body. This is not looking good for Benavidez.
No, it's not.
Charlo peppering him with 2 jabs to the body and then stepping back out of Benavidez' range. I think this might end up being a knockout. There's a right hook to the body from Charlo to Benavidez. Benavidez throwing a little labored kind of right hand. He really is wilting right now.
Benavidez looks exhausted.
Yeah, he is. He's fighting. Oh, there's a nice little right hook from Charlo, and then he shoots in and grabs Benavidez. I mean, he's fighting the little guy, so you would think that Charlo would be. He seems to have the advantage. It shows. There's a right hook from Benavidez that lands on Charlo on the inside. Charlo throwing a jab that bounces off of Benavidez' head. Another stiff jab. Benavidez puts his face right into it. He might actually have a cut right now. He just wiped his eye. Benavidez wiped his eye as if there was like a cut there. Benavidez throwing a left hook, nothing on it, and Charlo hitting him with the stiff jab. There another stiff jab through the middle of the guard, and 2 left hooks around the guard of Benavidez. Big right hook from the Benavidez, just going nuts right now, trying to catch Charlo, and he's screaming right in Charlo's face like, "What the?" You saw that? He's like, yeah. What? He is pissed.
Why is he so mad?
He wants respect.
Then he should
okay, we've come to the end of the 3rd round.
This just seems very silly.
Let's listen to some of the corner. Yeah, Benavidez isn't too happy with what's happening.
I mean, it's nice and damn cold, though.
I don't understand what's what with all this flickering.
Much more. Just move it.
I need to get another monitor in here. This monitor I have here, hopefully, I think it's the monitor possibly. See, it keeps glitching. My TV monitor keeps turning black. It's flickering over and over again.
He's going to use the jab and the straight right hand, and that right.
We're going into round number 5, right, Bob?
His punch is straighter and ripping to the body, which is what Benavidez.
I think it's round 5. I could be wrong. It could be round 4.
Be round 4.
Yeah, is it?
I think it's round.
Wow, this fight is going by.
And then this was that right hand.
I just thought it was longer into the fight because the guy's wilting so much.
But they've looked exhausted since round 1.
All right, so here we are, round number. This is round number 4.
Round 4. Yep.
Fight.
Oh, we're round number.
So mad,
I don't know. He just wants that respect. Maybe the guy talked trash. I have no idea. Benavidez in the middle of the ring. Charlo shooting a big left hook and a right overhand. Both miss. Benavidez is really trying to get in the fight. And in the end of that previous round, he was just wailing on Charlo in the corner and screamed in Charlo's face. He had hit Charlo a couple of times. Nothing hurt him, but he's fighting with a lot of anger right now.
Which is not doing him any favors.
It's
not.
I
don't think he's making good choices.
Well, it can sap your energy, but also your adrenaline. He might actually punch a little harder because he got that.
But he's also not making good choices at all.
Right now, Benavidez is stepping it forward. He's throwing a long jab. He's not landing anything. Charlo hit him with a nice little stiff left hook. Benavidez is basically walking into shots. His left hand is real low. He holds it super low. He holds both hands kind of a little bit low, I think. Charlo's pretty good at coming in and shooting that hook, that left hook around the guard. Even when Benavidez has the high guard, he doesn't move his head really. He just kind of keeps his hands up. Charlo just all stiff jabs, man. Real stiff jabs. Charlo having an easy time. There's a left hook from Charlo that lands around the guard and a left hook right through the middle. Just two left hands. Charlo's pretty fast hands too. He's throwing just these flurries of punches and he's landing. He's throwing like jab, jab, left hook around the guard, straight right hand on the middle. And he's just doing a decent job. It's just pretty good boxing. Using his reach, using his speed. Now right now he's just peppering Benavidez with this little jab, and it's a pretty good jab too. It's like kind of upward because he's shooting it from lower, somewhere around the hip almost, and he shoots the knuckles right into your face. It's not like a touch. It's a flick jab, but it's hitting you all with the knuckles. He throws it with the palms down. That's what I mean. So he hits you with the knuckles of it. He's just peppering Benavidez. Benavidez in the middle of the ring, just getting. I don't know what's going. My computer is glitching like crazy right now. You see this, Bob?
I do.
I'm not happy with what's happening here. Benavidez just standing in the middle of the ring, just getting wailed on. Charlo just boxing his ears off, really. I think Benavidez just might be too small for Charlo. He can't hurt him. Charlo just taking small steps back, peppering Benavidez with little jabs. Still a stiff jab every once in a while, and then he'll whack him with the right hook, left hook. He'll pepper him with the 1-2, 1-2-3 kind of jab touches, right? And then he'll mix in like a left hook or a right hook and wrap it right around the guard.
So far, this is 4 rounds out of 4 rounds for Charlo.
This is so far. This is Charlo all the way, and it's just because the power. It's a lot of power. It's decent boxing. You know, it's not really a lot of hit and hold. It's mostly just boxing Benavidez as he's coming in. Charlo's just effectively using his reach.
This is a mismatch.
Yeah, and he's just a more powerful guy.
This is not a fight that should have happened.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my computer. It's just freezing up a little bit right now. I'm going to try to fix this. I do not know what's happening. My computer's been going nuts this entire feed. Give me one moment. Bear with me. Bob, bear with me.
So what is it why do you think that this fight was made?
Maybe it's kind of a tune-up for Charlo, possibly.
Because it just doesn't make sense. Like when you actually see them in the ring with each other.
It's a tune-up.
It doesn't make any sense.
He's coming back. He's been an inactive fighter. Maybe they want him to fight Benavidez, the other Benavidez. They're creating a story here with, oh, look, he beat your brother or whatever, you know. I mean, Benavidez is in the main event, so do you know what they're gonna ask him if Charlo wins this one? They're gonna say, hey, are you gonna fight? You know.
To work now as Benavidez goes downstairs.
Hands are free.
My monitor is going insane. This is really irritating right now. My monitor is flickering black on and off black. Did we miss like the end of that round? Because it looks like
we're into round 5.
Around round number 5 right now.
Well, it cut out at 3 seconds left in 4.
Yeah, I don't know. My computer's going crazy.
So now we're into round. We're only.
Yeah, this is insane. I don't think I can watch this fight with this flickering on and off like this.
Move on.
Yeah, move on. I cannot judge a fight that I can't see. Okay, so I'm putting it in my other screen. All right, so it's more of the same. It's just kind of Charlo just taking steps back. Benavidez just walking into shots. That's kind of what I see. It's just more of the same. Benavidez in the middle of the ring, high guard. Charlo shoots in with a stiff jab to the body of Benavidez and lands a solid jab to the body. Benavidez stepping forward. Charlo hits with a right hook to the body and then jumps back. Charlo standing his ground again. He peppers Benavidez with 2 stiff jabs and both land. And then Benavidez throws a right hand and Charlo clinches up with him and hits him with 2 short right hooks to the body. They looks like 2 kidney punches, 2 of those. Charlo standing his ground. Benavidez coming in, throws a left hook to the body. Charlo puts his elbows down and blocks it. There's a shot that was going to the body of Charlo, and Charlo kind of he deflected it with his elbow. Charlo showing himself to be a pretty sharp boxer, man. You know, he's kind of like a better version of a Floyd Mayweather or whatever. You know, he mixes the shots in. He's pretty good at rolling with the punches. Benavidez has Charlo's back on the ropes, and Charlo's just kind of rolling the shots, coming back with hard left hooks, hard right hooks, just very confident. And I understand, you know, there's a much smaller guy, but you know, he's doing what he's supposed to do. This isn't like what Floyd would do, right? Where he get his ass whooped by a Ricky Hatton or whatever, a much smaller man. Charlo's doing what he's supposed to do to the smaller man. So Benavidez eating a little jab and then a straight right hand from Charlo. Charlo pushes off with the shoulder and then hits Benavidez with a straight, stiff jab. Benavidez is really just not in this fight. I think seems to be just too small.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Oh, what?
I think that they're feeding Benavidez to Charlo to disrupt his brother in the main event.
I don't think it's gonna bother. I don't think it's gonna bother him. I mean, his brother has lost before. This is nothing new for him.
Right, but it's also like it's not that he's losing an evenly matched fight where he's being really competitive.
Yeah.
He's getting the floor wiped with him.
Yeah, he's getting nice little stiff jab from Benavidez lands on Charlo. Again, yeah, okay, we come to the end of the 5th round. All right, for some weird reason, this thing glitched. My monitor's flickering on and off, but I thought that Charlo's basically, to me, this is a clean sweep.
I mean, Benavidez is trying, but it's not enough.
Yeah, we're in round number 6. This guy's too small for Charlo. He can't hurt him. If you can hurt him, I mean, they're showing the replay. Benavidez landed a couple of solid shots, but it's not enough to win the round. This little short right hook from Benavidez that lands on Charlo while he's on the ropes. Charlo's rolling with the punches. And then he's coming back with left uppercuts, and he's just landing with multiple hard shots. It's not looking too good for Benavidez. Charlo's looking okay. You know, he's looking pretty good after a long layoff.
Why did he have a layoff?
I'm not sure. All right, here we are, round number 6. Okay, round 6 of a 10-round fight. Charlo looking a little tired there. The guy, from what I hear, didn't have a whole training camp, so you never know. You never know. Okay, Benavidez standing in the middle of the ring, just throwing a stiff jab, and my monitor is still flickering on and off. I wish I could fix this. I have no idea why it's doing this. What do you think is causing this, Bob?
I don't know. I thought changing the power supply.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's a glitch. I've heard it's happening to a lot of people who have Windows. Their monitors just go insane and they'll turn on and off. I have no idea what's causing it. There's a jab from Charlo on the right, straight, both miss. The Showtime crew have Charlo winning every round except for the second. I don't know. I thought I saw that round. I think I saw that round also for Charlo.
Yeah. I mean, I almost think that perhaps they're just trying to not make it a clean sweep.
Maybe.
I think
Charlo landed
that's
a left
maybe a
hook to the
sympathy
body.
round.
Maybe. Charlo just kind of swaying right and left, just standing his ground, taking small steps back, high guard, blocking everything that Benavidez is throwing pretty much. Benavidez pushing Charlo with his left arm, throwing a little flick jab. There's a straight Benavidez throwing a straight right hand, completely off balance. Charlo hitting Benavidez a nice left hook right off the break. Left hand right into his face. It's all gone downhill as soon as Benavidez felt the power of Charlo. Remember, he felt that one power shot, and he just really is not recovering. He doesn't know what to do because he can't hurt the guy. Charlo landing a left hook to the body and then a left hook up top, big left uppercut. Benavidez throwing a left hook that lands on the body of Charlo, has no effect at all. Charlo standing his ground, just trying to catch Benavidez coming in. Benavidez kind of just pulling his pants up, looking kind of like your grandpa. You know how your grandpa wears his pants a little too high? There's Charlo landing a straight right hand on Benavidez in a left hook, but it didn't hit. It landed on the glove, and it made Benavidez slap his own glove into his face. Looked like a pretty heavy blow. Charlo just leaping in with these left hooks and left rights. Benavidez throwing a left hook, kind of just swooping by Charlo's face, just grazing over it. Nothing's not solid. Charlo throwing just a barrage of punches, nothing landing too solid. And then Benavidez shooting in, Charlo throwing a right uppercut that gets right through the middle as Benavidez is closing the gap. Benavidez looking extremely frustrated right now, and he looks like he's gassing as well. Charlo throwing Benavidez clinching with
Benavidez
Charlo
looks discombobulated. Did you see that? He
Benavidez
was like wobbling.
looks like he looks tired. He looks like he's been beat on. He looks like he's kind of like he looks like he's been demoralized. Like he feels like he can't win because he's hitting this guy and he just can't hurt him. But even what he is landing, nothing's too solid. There's a big right hand from Charlo that lands on the glove of Benavidez and it like smacks Benavidez in the head. And we come to the end of the 6th round. All right, let's listen to some of this the corner stuff.
In the keys and everything, you know.
It's a big right hook from Charlo. Benavidez landed great, kind of like a partial. And a big right uppercut from Charlo. A big right uppercut from Charlo lands on Benavidez. Huge shot.
As he has everything, then cranks up the left hook.
Benavidez just can't. There's nothing even on his shots, really, right?
Yeah, that just looked like it kind of mushed him.
Combination.
Hit him.
Keep controlling with the jab. That's the whole key to it. All right? Second jab. Let's go.
I really don't find mismatches like this enjoyable to watch.
Shields likes
because it just, like, okay, yeah, Charlo's doing a good job. Benavidez is doing whatever he's doing. But you're not really seeing a match of skill. Like, I don't know that there's anything Benavidez could do that could cause him to win the fight.
He would have to catch Charlo with the perfect shot.
Yeah, but I feel like he's caught him.
Yeah, he can't. He'd have to hit him right on the chin. He'd have to hit him with a shot. Charlo's still sturdy, you know. He's not. Charlo would have to gas sort of. Charlo's throwing this kind of steps in. He throws a left hook to the head and then a left hook uppercut, almost like Mike Tyson. Not as good, obviously, but it's a decent shot. And Benavidez is he's kind of a sucker for it. He keeps getting hit by these two shots from the same hand. You see, Benavidez should try to punch with Charlo. He kind of lets Charlo flurry on him or throw a punch, and he doesn't punch with him. Right, so Charlo standing his ground. Charlo throwing a right, 2 right straights. Both of them are blocked. There's a little jab from Charlo, and he pivots to the left. Benavidez throws a straight right hand and misses. Charlo stepping to the left while pumping a left jab. Benavidez landing kind of a jab to Charlo's forehead. Charlo throwing a flurry of shots. Everything is blocked. 2 stiff jabs coming from Charlo. Both are blocked. Benavidez throws a straight right hand and it touches Charlo. Charlo just throwing all these straight punches. Benavidez doing a good job of blocking them. And then comes in with a left hook to the body and a right hook on the inside. He misses. The referee's giving a warning. I'm going to guess that left hook was kind of low, maybe. Charlo's belt line is enormous. Am I wrong? Look at that belt line.
No, he has a really big belt.
Huge. There's a left hook to the body from Benavidez that lands on Charlo.
It's like some Tyson Fury
There's a decent stiff jab from Benavidez. There's 2 little pawing in jabs that are kind of just Charlo just showing them these little jabs. He didn't really pump it out there. He's just feinting it, and then he throws right hand. He's just nothing really landing much this round. Benavidez coming in kind of like a pawing left hand. It wasn't even a hook. Now Benavidez measuring and eating a jab. Benavidez like kind of this weird stance where his head is like, his chin's like up in the air, but he's like trying to fight tall with his left hand outreached. It's really weird. It's like he's changing up the look.
It also looks like he's trying to step on Charlo's foot.
Yeah, but he's changing up the look. You notice that? He's kind of measuring with the left hand, and he's trying to hit him with this right. There's a decent jab from Benavidez. Shoots it from the hip. He's completely changed his look right now. He's a totally different boxing posture. Benavidez shooting him with a straight right hand and then grabs. He's doing something different right now. And now he's going back to the high guard again. And Charlo pumps Benavidez' head back with a nice stiff jab. It's a left hook on Benavidez as he's coming in. The right hook that seems to have hurt Benavidez. Benavidez just getting peppered on his way in, man. He's just, the guy's hands are too heavy. He's too heavy. He's too big for him. Have you come to the end of the, what was this, the 6th? Seventh. Oh.
7th round.
All right, let's listen to some of the corner while my screen flickers.
David Morrell Jr. takes on Sina Ekbeko. The co-feature, Julio Cesar Martinez takes on Agustino Cordoba for a 100.
All right, we're going into round number 9.
In the opening bout, it's a rematch between Chris Colbert and
I thought it was 9. Oh, no, it's 8. Sorry, we're going into round number 8.
December 16th, live from Minneapolis. It is the finale of Showtime Championship Boxing.
The finale. It's like, oh, by the way, we're going to stop doing boxing. That sounds great, right? Oh, I love how they say, isn't that amazing? That's so fitting. They're like, it's the last of Showtime boxing. And then here's the guy that single-handedly destroyed Showtime boxing, Floyd Mayweather. Right after they say Showtime boxing is done, they show Floyd Mayweather in the crowd. Hey, everybody, here's the guy who's responsible. All right, so we got Benavidez in the middle of the ring. Charlo peppering him with a bunch of shots. Benavidez landing a stiff jab that goes right through the middle of the guard of Charlo and lands. Both men stand on the ground. Charlo shoots in with a left hook. He kind of just vaulted in, and he missed. It was blocked on the glove. Charlo coming in, landing a little short right hook to the body of Charlo. Benavidez coming in with the hook to the body. Benavidez throwing a straight right hand from the hip. Seems to have touched Charlo. Benavidez coming in from the hip. He shoots a right uppercut and hits Charlo under the guard. I think Charlo's having a little bit of issues when Benavidez holds his hands this low. You can't see the shots. You notice that, Bob?
Yeah, I think that's why this fight is not a fight that should have happened.
Yeah. He can't hurt him. That's the thing. So this almost pointless. Yeah. Let me see. Let's play some music in here and remember Tenchu. All right, so we got Charlo still pressing forward. Real look of discouragement in his face. Very discouraged. A big left hook. Charlo eating a big left hook, just coming in. He just can't do anything. His only hope is really to get in and fight an inside battle, but he can't hurt Charlo. So what can you do? The guy you have to fight an inside fight. The guy's got the reach advantage, the size advantage, possibly the speed advantage, and you're having to get in on him. And while you're getting in, he's hitting you with these short, powerful shots. So you're beating on him on the inside, and it's having no effect. And then now we got Benavidez landed a little right hand that was pretty good.
Benavidez needs to put him in a very dangerous put himself in a very dangerous position to try to outpoint him.
Yes.
And that's not ever going to end well.
I mean, that's what he's having to do. He's stepping forward the whole time, even though he knows that he's going to have to walk through the fire. He really can't hurt the guy. I mean, this is...
Oh, that was right to the cup. Did you see that?
From what, Charlo or Benavidez?
Charlo just hit Benavidez like
multiple
square in the
stiff
cup.
shots from Charlo and a straight right hand. Benavidez throwing a little shoe shine. Nothing on anything. I mean, the guy is fatigued and he's punching even lighter now. All right, but Charlo pushing Benavidez off. It looked like Benavidez coming forward and almost like a Muay Thai style. It's kind of weird. The way he comes with the high guard like that. He's just standing there. I mean, Charlo is just kind of moving around, not doing much. Benavidez is stepping forward with the hope that he's going to hurt this guy, but nothing there. This Charlo landed a stiff right straight to the body, and then he pivots off. He throws a left hook. He hit both shots, hit Benavidez. Charlo in a little short left hook from Benavidez, and then Charlo throws a bunch of shoe shine, a series of hooks. Then a big right overhand from Charlo. Benavidez looks to have landed a right hand, and we've come to the end of the round. All right, we got Benavidez, the brother in the back, the younger brother in the back, dancing around. He is warming up. Lots of head movement. Benavidez doing a lot of head movement in the back room. We're going to listen to some of the corner right now. And we got Andrade dancing around. I thought he had dreads. Did he cut them for this fight? What the hell?
He looks like he's a guy that's
been waiting 50.
He does. He looks like he might be the brother of either Richard Pryor or Dave Chappelle. He's looking kind of happy. I've never seen a man so happy to go to his execution. All right. He is right now we got Andre in the back kind of dancing, smiling, and we have Caleb Plant in the crowd. Which round is this, Bob? Round number 9?
We're heading into 9.
Okay, round number 9, people.
And this is only a 10-round fight, so...
Got Benavidez shooting across the ring.
Fight.
Benavidez just flying across the ring, running. Big left hook from Benavidez to the body. He's all over Charlo right now. He knows he needs a knockout to win this. He wants that respect. I don't think he still hasn't gotten it. The score is showing that they have Benavidez winning one round. Charlo throwing a jab, and then he comes in. He leaps in with a left hook, wraps it right around the guard of Benavidez. There's a flick jab from Charlo, another flick jab, multiple flick jabs, and Benavidez walking into them. Charlo really, there's a little short right hook from Benavidez on the break that lands on Charlo. There's a flick jab from Benavidez that hits Charlo in the face. Benavidez has not hurt Charlo for a single second in this fight. I don't see it. I think it's going to be a points decision. It looks like points win for Charlo. I don't know if it's a good thing that Charlo can't knock out this much smaller man. Charlo's stepping in with a left hook right around the guard of Benavidez. He's landing solid shots, but he really can't drop Benavidez. He can't drop him. He can hurt him, but he can't drop him. Maybe because he's just kind of lazy with his combinations. He doesn't throw enough of them.
Charlo doesn't look like he's particularly ambitious right now.
He shoots that jab. Look, there's a little straight jab from Charlo and the left hook on the pivot. Benavidez kind of falling over. It looked like the left hook hurt. There's a little straight right hand to the body of Charlo. That lands. Just peppering straight and jab straight from Charlo. He's landing the majority of them. He comes in with a jab. Charlo comes with a jab and clinches. Both men standing in the middle of the ring. Benavidez just tired. Charlo looking pretty, definitely the fresher man. Hitting Benavidez with a little hook on the body on the inside, and then he shoots up with a right uppercut. He looks like he's watched a lot of Mike Tyson fights, but he doesn't really drive up the hook the way Mike Tyson would, where he drives it right from his knees, he does it in kind of standing straight up almost when he does it, slightly bent knees. There's not a lot of power on it, looks like. There's another one, a left hook. Charlo likes to throw the 2 punches with the same hand. You think Benavidez would kind of catch on that and try to punch him. So if you see Charlo come in and throw that jab, He'll usually Charlo will usually throw a jab followed by a left hook with the same hand. So you think he'd see the jab and then just fire with your right hook right away. Try to catch him when he goes to throw that follow-up shot. Benavidez throwing a barrage of punches. He's so tired, he's just falling off balance. This looks like another round that Benavidez lost. We come to the end of the, what was this, the ninth?
The ninth. Charlo just has no respect for him at all.
Charlo catching Benavidez with a short left hook as Benavidez is coming in.
He's just hitting him at will. And nothing that Benavidez is doing is having any effect.
All right, you're watching FUTV. Remember, people, subscribe. We are slowly becoming the greatest channel that has ever existed. We may possibly be the most imitated. And I'm drinking a Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'm not done with this. All right, so Charlo in the corner, not looking too happy, but definitely not wilting. And we've come into the 10th round and the final round.
Why is this a 10-round fight instead of a 12?
I'm guessing because Charlo's coming back and he thought he couldn't do 12, but he looks like he could.
Fight.
Both men are in the middle of the ring. The referee's kind of making them touch gloves, I guess. Okay, Benavidez coming forward. Both men in the middle of the ring. Charlo shooting in a little jab. It's blocked. Benavidez shoots in his own little lazy jab. Charlo moving around, moving his head all over the place. Still cautious, even though he's pretty much almost got a clean sweep. You know, it's good to be disciplined. You want to get caught, right? Benavidez throwing a big right hand and completely off balance. Charlo shooting in a little touch jab. Benavidez coming a big right hand. A flurry of punches. He lands a right hand on Charlo. They're saying that Charlo needs to be careful. Benavidez hitting Charlo with two little short right hands on the inside. And Benavidez doing a little taunting right now. Referees telling them to fight and stop with the shit talking. Charlo throwing a big right hand. Benavidez landing a rabbit punch. Both men are clinched right now, wrestling. Referee throwing Charlo off. It looks like the referee's giving more warnings. Pushes Charlo off. Guys, Benavidez wants that respect, and he still really hasn't gotten it. So he's trying to disrespect Charlo. Charlo doing some showboating, kind of moving his hands around like, you know, you're nothing. And yeah, Benavidez throwing a big rabbit punch. 2 rabbit punches in a row. Damn, man. Yeah, that's not good. He needs that dude. That looks like the dude from In Living Color or Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
He does.
That referee.
Yeah.
He looks familiar. Charlo throwing some peppering jabs, waiting for kind of taunting Benavidez. Benavidez throwing a big left hook that looked more like it was going to be a big cock punch. And I mean, it's going to punch him in the cock. He didn't hit him with his penis. There's multiple left hooks from Charlo that land on the side of Benavidez's head. Referee giving more warnings. I mean, this is just a series of warnings. This is the 10th round, the championship rounds. There's a big left hook to the, I guess, body from Benavidez. There's a big right hand that looks like I've hit a rabbit punch from Benavidez.
This is an incredibly sloppy round.
There's a big old left hook to the balls and dick from Benavidez. At least, I mean, you can't beat the guy up with headshots. At least you can make him go home unhappy with his nuts hurting, right? Charlo landing some big right hands. Getting pissed off. I guess it's for the dick shots that this guy was throwing on him. Benavidez now in the corner getting beat on. Benavidez getting hit with a left hook and falling off balance. Charlo just trying to knock him the fuck out. Big right hand from Charlo. Charlo now becoming an angry. He's a very, very angry Charlo. You make Charlo angry. Charlo, both men are clinched up in the middle of the ring. We got, according to this, it's frozen and it's got 30 seconds left. I'm going to assume Charlo won this fight. My connection is screwing up. Give me one moment to fix this, right, Bob? So what do you think of this fight, Bob?
I think that this is incredibly sloppy.
This is a mismatch.
It's a mismatch, and I don't think it's doing either of these fighters any favors.
It's definitely not doing any favors for Charlo, that's for sure. He's fighting a much smaller guy. But he is coming back. He had a layoff, you know?
Yeah, but like, do you really want to come back and then demonstrate that you went 10 rounds with a guy who's like a third of your size?
Yeah, I mean he's small.
Like and you're being sloppy and you're being.
He's not that. I wouldn't say he's that sloppy. He's been pretty sharp.
Given the fact that he's fighting a person who is literally zero threat to him, he's being really sloppy.
Well, I'd say that maybe. I mean, all boxers are a threat. Everyone has a puncher's chance, supposedly.
Yeah, and we could all get taken out by a meteor, but you know what?
I mean, if you're fighting Paulie Malignaggi, there's no punch chance. There's another low blow from Charlo. Oh, actually, this is messed up because we have 30 seconds left in this round, and now it's saying 50. All right, so this glitched. All right, both men just going to war in the middle of the ring. Give me one moment. I fucking hate this fucking computer monitor. My computer monitor is flicking on and off. It makes it very hard to do the play-by-play. All right, so all right, so we got just Charlo beating on Benavidez. We got guys clinched. Let's listen to some of the stuff that's going on in the corner. We've come to the end of the fight.
To go to the body a lot. Charlo went to the body more than him and was more effective. So very, very impressive performance.
Yeah, coming into this fight,
I don't know what's wrong with this.
That he should go to the body more. Well, he did that here tonight. So we'll be back with the official decision right after this word from DraftKings.
Maybe I got to download some new graphics drivers or something. All right, we're going to be giving you guys the, we got Sean Porter looking like a Ninja Turtle. He's talking about DraftKings, and we're waiting for the decision.
But is it really a decision?
I mean, it's a stupid fight. It shouldn't. You're right. It shouldn't have happened. It wasn't very entertaining. It was a mismatch. At least get him a guy who's the same size as him, right?
Or if it's not going to be the same size, some guy who's got like crazy firepower in his hands, like
let's make it a little exciting,
puncher.
Right?
At least at something, because this was just Charlo beating the ever living shit out of Benavidez for 10 rounds.
Yeah, this was terrible.
I would give that 1 star. On
10 rounds of action. We have a unanimous.
Oh, now they're cuddling. Now they're hugging. Now we're all friends again.
Here comes the score. You imagine they take it from Charlo. That'd be hilarious.
99-91, and Max DeLuca scores the contest 100-90.
And the winner, Benavidez. That'd be amazing.
Jamal Hitman.
All right, so Jamal has defeated Jose Benavidez in a very uneventful, unexciting fight.
With a unanimous decision win.
Some lady in a pink outfit fell over.
Benavidez Jr. who tastes defeat for the third
in the ring.
time. Let's go.
That lady
Campbell
fell over.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
2.5 years later, and Jamal Charlo is still undefeated.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
No, Mark Yosef, but like I think that if you watch this fight, this was not a correct matchup. No. Benavidez had neither the size, power, nor skill set to do any damn thing to Jamal Charlo. And fights like that are just boring to watch. I don't think it advances Charlo's career in any meaningful way. And it certainly doesn't do anything to help Benavidez. So when you watch a fight like this, you watch 10 rounds of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not exciting. It's not entertaining.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about it.
It's kind of like it's a tune-up, and it's also just kind of a busy fight. I mean, Canelo's done them too. Canelo fought Josecito Lopez once, and he had no reason fighting that guy. They just kind of threw him in the ring with him randomly. Josecito Lopez is like 140-pounder who went all the way up to 154 pounds and fought Canelo. And what's crazy is Canelo couldn't knock him out. He just got a TKO win.
I mean, I think that even if this is a tune-up fight for Charlo, it doesn't look good for him. Like,
for standing with me.
He should have knocked Benavidez out by like round 4.
Well, I mean, he said he's proud of it. I mean, maybe he should be, because Charlo did look pretty good in this fight. He did what he had to do. He should have knocked him out, but he just boxed him. He used his reach and he caught him. I mean, he completely demoralized Jose Benavidez. I mean, he could do that to any guy who's I mean, I think if the guy had reach and some power, Charlo wouldn't have been able to do what he did, because he was fighting a guy who had the reach advantage on, and he was making some mistakes. How he kept throwing the jab followed by the left hook. He was very predictable. So like if it was a fighter with longer arms, he would see, well, every time this guy throws a jab, he's throwing a left hook or a left uppercut. So he would throw a jab and then an uppercut or a hook with the same hand. So what you would do if you're a smarter fighter or a bigger fighter is that you would probably you would wait for him to throw that jab and then just load up on a right hand. Immediately load up as hard as possible. And you rock him. You might knock him the fuck out. So, we'll see what happens in the next fight. He's probably going to end up fighting Benavidez, possibly. Let's listen to some of this.
Thank you, everybody at home. Love y'all. Houston, we got us another one.
Let's go back to Mauro Ranallo at ringside.
Thank you, Brian, and someone who has battled mental health issues throughout my adult life. A hint of emotion there for Jamal Charlo.
This fucking guy with these mental health issues, he's always talking about mental health issues.
The fact that he showed up tonight and fought 10 hard rounds against Jose.
This commentator here is constantly talking about his mental health issues. It's like he's fucking proud of it.
That was part of the emotion there. He said, you know, I came in there, I looked like a professional fighter, did a really good job, and now he hopes there are bigger things on the horizon.
I just love his performance tonight. I mean, he looks just spectacular. Everything he showed us, really everything he is tonight, and you know how he wanted to break down at the end. I mean, it says a lot. He was, not only did he fight another fight tonight, but a lot of demons in his mind. And
I don't give one single shiny shit about demons in his mind.
Yes, these are the demons in his mind right now.
Like
you
what?
Gotta dye your hair blonde.
It's no longer October.
Your hair's not blonde.
We are not in spooky season
It's
anymore.
like, I'm not gonna dye my hair blonde anymore, demon. I'm not doing. Come on, do it.
Is he the one, or is that his twin brother that dyes his
Make
hair
your hair look like a prime Justin Timberlake. Do it. Our dog is blowing some of the nastiest farts right now. This is not actually the music from Night of the Living Dead. This is our this is the sound of our dog's fart smells traveling across the room. It's insidious.
It's pretty terrible.
What is this? What does this smell like to you, Bob?
It smells like hot garbage.
It smells like boiled eggs and broccoli. We're married. It's disgusting.
Because Captain Jackass over here took himself on an unauthorized excursion into our neighbor's garbage.
Remember, if you enjoy the smell of our dog's farts, subscribe to FUTV. You fucking freak. All right, let's listen to some of the shit that's going on in the corner. It's post-fight stuff.
He ain't doing nothing. He just throwing punches that don't mean nothing. But it's just a crowd reaction.
Good fight, man. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, man. Good job, man. Good job. Good shit, man. Good shit. Good shit. Hey, welcome back.
To me, the best part of that fight was what you just saw there. That those.
All right, I gotta fix that. The scorecard doesn't have the names on it.
No, they're at the end, considering all the acrimony between the two coming leading up to that fight, that they did the right thing at the end. And
okay, now it's got the names.
Main event here from the Michelob Ultra Arena is next. David Benavidez.
Main event's coming up, people.
Andrade. You know, in some ways, Benavidez and Andrade are more alike than they are different. Sure, one fights southpaw, calls himself the boogeyman. The other one fights orthodox, calls himself the monster. But both feel they have been avoided by big-name opponents for most of their careers. And both have had their careers guided by their fathers. And most importantly, both are highly motivated to show who's really the best fighter at 168 pounds.
All right, so.
Now we're going into the training montage.
Okay, we're looking at a montage. It looks like
romantic music is
we have the build up to the fight. But while we're waiting for the build up, what was it, Bob? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, we were given some leaked footage of an episode of Power Rangers that was never aired on television. This is an exclusive.
Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
All right, so that was the original Black Ranger who wasn't put on the show. I wonder why. What do you think? Why, Bob?
I think probably they would have had to not make it PG.
There was some. I think there might have been some issues behind the scenes. He seemed to think everybody was a little pussy white faggot. Is that what he said? Sounds a bit racist to me, but I'm not too shocked that they didn't put him on the show. All right, so we're waiting for the main event to happen right now. I'm trying to fix our feed. Give me 1 second. Hey, Bob, what'd you think of the previous fight?
I would give it, if I was writing a Yelp review, that would be a 1 star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was boring, right? It was kind of. I don't like mismatches. It's boring.
If I am giving you minutes of my life that I will never get back, I expect more.
Yeah, who the hell wants to watch a mismatch, really? Unless you're a fucking fanboy. I want to see an actual fight. All right, just so everyone knows, anybody who watches FU Gaming, I'm going to be continuing my journey to beat both Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Kung Fu. It's coming up soon. They're showing, we're still looking at the build-up. They're showing Benavidez beating the fuck out of guys while their backs on the ropes. Yeah, they're showing the Lemieux fight where he lands a nice little short left hook that rocked Lemieux. A lot of people, they don't understand that David has got pretty good timing, and he can catch you while you're coming in. Like, I could totally see him destroying Charlo. Like, Charlo, I don't think he could hang with this guy. He hit him with that short left hook. I think he's got stronger hands than what people give him credit for. Some people think it's just high work rate. It's really, he can hurt you real bad with single shots. They're showing Andre right now. They're showing his previous fight. He's throwing this kind of not the best technique. He's throwing the straight left hand. His back foot's coming off the ground. Who does he think he is? Manny Pacquiao? He's not throwing it the way Manny would. He's not kind of shifting that weight forward the way kind of Manny uses that forward momentum to build up that left straight, and so he can take his back foot off the ground. It's sort of like he's closing the range. It's sort of like a Superman punch in a way. He kind of hurls his whole body at you. Andre, he throws this left straight, and there's really no weight on it. Like there's no forward momentum, so he can't really put anything on it. So just bad technique. He can't get away with the bad technique the way some other fighters could. And again, in the case of like a Manny Pacquiao, that's not really bad technique. That's just, he's just gifted. And he knows how to, it's sort of like, what's his name would do that? Sergio Martinez was good at doing that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hey, Bob, do some talking, bro. Oh, let's listen to some of this build up. My computer is glitching like crazy. It's insane. Be right back.
They have in front of them in David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. Look at Benavidez. I mean, he's been on the national scene for quite a while. I remember when he made his national television.
So who does everybody think is going to be successful in Benavidez Andrade? Andrade.
Lukowicz, this was his performance against. When you look at for David Benavidez, he made it. It used to be, it's now the Virgin Hotel, but it was at the Hard Rock here in Las Vegas. And it was one of those performances. He defeated Felipe Romero in the first round. It was his national television debut. And his promoter, Samson Lukowicz, said, I got the next.
Looks like Andrade is working out with a steering wheel from a tractor.
And it is going to be none other than David Benavidez. You would then fast forward to not even to 22 months later.
It is kind of weird that they pronounce it Andre, right?
Yeah.
I keep calling him Andrade, and then I hear them call him Andre. So I'm like, is that really how you spell Andre nowadays? Bob, is that the way you spell Andre?
I guess.
Since when?
Since that guy was born.
Yeah. Is that like one of those phonetic spellings? Because I don't even think that's phonetic.
Yeah, no, that's not phonetic.
Yes, I don't understand. I'm pretty sure you don't spell Andre that way. But I usually say it the way I think of the UFC fighter. And then I hear them calling him Andre, and I'm like, I guess his name's Andre. All right. All right, so we're still watching the build-up. They're showing the middle of the ring. Nothing really happening, just showing the middle of the ring. Let's listen to this. It's just their shitty commentators going on. We're going into the... You're watching FUTV. This is Benavidez versus that guy whose name should be Andrade, but is pronounced Andre. He had dreadlocks, but now he's got short hair. Kind of confusing. What's up with him? Does his hair grow quick? Is he pulling a Bob Marley moment here, or like anti-Bob Marley?
He's for his New Year's resolution, he's decided to go back to 1975.
All right, people. Remember, you can find us at these sites. All right, we're on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. We're also on Kick. I'm working on all this stuff, people. It's a lot of work, but we are on these places. We are FU Sports is on Rumble. FU Sports is also on Facebook. On YouTube, it is called FU TV. On Twitch, we are FU Sports. Subscribe. Remember to subscribe to FU TV, people. This is where it's at. The greatest, most influential page or channel on all of the internet. Remember, we're the greatest. And that was the beautiful sounds of a karaoke version of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. That man is a national treasure. Isn't he, Bob?
I wouldn't agree on that. I
come on. Remember that?
I do, and I wish that I didn't.
The promotional banner of Premier Boxing Champions, or under the banner of Premier Boxing Champions and the promotional banner of TGB Promotions.
All right.
That it would better serve him well.
All right, we're still waiting for the fight.
168 against Amon Nicholson, and now he has the big fight that he's always wanted. His name is on the
We got these boring Showtime guys talking.
He has a guy that...
Is this going to be like a 45-minute ring walk?
Hopefully now. But for everyone who doesn't know, we are being sponsored by the Hug Team. Floyd Mayweather's the Hug Team. What do you think of that, Bob?
I think that it's very kind, considering how mean I've been about a certain person who is a part of the Hug Team.
All right, we're also being brought to you by Bulletproof Vests. This is one of our sponsors. Yep. Seems to have worked, right, Bob?
Yeah.
But it hurts. It looks like it hurt. Whoa, there's blood there. Doesn't seem to have been working too well, right? Am I wrong? That's a long scream, isn't it? That's good lung capacity. Again, wow. Why doesn't he just shoot back? Maybe not let her get another shot up?
Screaming.
He's screaming for a long time. Damn. It hurts, man. He looks like a cat. He looks like LSD cat. He's just trying to get those handprints on the wall. Hey, look how he's bent over. Come on, shoot her, man. Okay. I think he's going to get her this time. That bulletproof vest doesn't seem to be working too well.
This is ridiculous.
No. This is an advertisement. That vest didn't seem to work very well. All right, I don't think our sponsors would like that we pointed that out.
First, the challenger from Providence, Rhode Island.
All right, the fighters are coming. Jimmy Lennon Jr. in the middle of the ring.
Champion of the world, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade.
What the fuck? Boo Boo?
It looks like it says we have a warning here. Are we still on?
Yeah.
I'm getting a warning. It looks like heads up. More info. I don't see. I got some kind of warning from YouTube. It looks like. Hopefully, can you ask people in the comments if the stream's okay?
I mean, I've got the stream open.
I have a warning. I don't know why. All right, so we got Andrade, whatever the fuck he calls himself, is now walking into the ring. I'm gonna put this in full screen. Very Linkin Park-esque music. Maybe I should turn the audio off. Maybe that'll help us not get fucking blocked. YouTube is pretty strict that I have not shown any of this fight. Okay. Let's see. Let's just see. Just turn on and off. Andre has on a weird kind. What is that mask, Bob?
I don't know.
He looks like a weird pimp. He's wearing snack. He's got like, it looks like kind of American flag Jason mask.
Yeah.
He's got a Middle Eastern looking dude with a bandana on standing next to him. Looks a little like that guy Shaggy.
He also looks like he stole his auntie's bandana.
He's dressed up a little bit like the Wish.com version of Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, he's the Wish.com Lenny Kravitz.
Yes. All right, so Andre heading to the ring. Okay, I'm going to turn that down because if this is somebody else's music, they'll fuck with our stream. All right, so it looks like it says excellent now. It went from warning to excellent. All right, so it probably seems like it's fine. Andre walking to the ring right now. He's got multiple people in his entourage, a bunch of little women and a little kid. I'm gonna assume his kid, and they're all holding different titles. And there's again, there's fake Johnny Depp singing some kind of rap song. They have really horrible audio, it seems like, when people do rap and come to the ring. Why can't they get like good audio people? Like you see like some of those WWF events. They have those WWF events and they're like got amazing audio. So what's going on here, Bob?
I think that the musicians aren't actually musicians.
I feel like they can't get their shit together when it comes to live performances in boxing. What the hell? Like I saw Motorhead once play during one of these WWF events, and that audio was perfect. Triple H came out and it was like, I was like, dude, maybe they feed it right into the pay-per-view. It like goes directly in. Because what we're hearing right now is the audio like kind of like echoing throughout the arena. They probably should just put it straight through the feed.
On you. And now here, Demetrius Andrade, the 2008 Olympian.
Demetrius Andrade.
World champion has his moment.
Andrade. So they pronounce it Andrade, right?
In the main event.
It's weird.
Not how it's spelled.
That's not spelled right. What the hell? So Andrade is wearing, I'm just going to humor these people or humor people who think his name is Andrade. He's wearing like, what is that? Leopard print gold and black.
A gold lame leopard print robe.
Yes. He's in the ring right now, bouncing around. He's got fucking green sneakers on with his black and gold leopard outfit with a red shirt that says snack on it in white. And then he's got on a mask that is maybe the American flag, I'm guessing. No, that's not the American flag. What is that? He had a Jason mask with some kind of flag on it.
Referee in charge, giving final and making one less look at Andrade. As preparations continue, now we await.
Oh, look, everybody. We have Andrew Tate is here.
The monster. Tate.
Andrew Tate is here. I came with my Bugatti. Oh, you got shit everywhere, Andrew Tate. Get the fuck out of here.
Two-time WBC super middleweight champion.
Fucking con artist. You got shit all over Andre, man. Andrade.
Benavidez.
And Benavidez. You got shit everywhere, man. All right, Benavidez is coming to the ring. All right, Benavidez walking in, listening to some... What is this music, Bob?
I honestly have no idea.
Benavidez looks to be dressed like some kind of weird black Muppet. He's wearing a black fur coat that looks to be 2 sizes too small. He's listening to like some kind of weird dubstep.
Oh, here is the undefeated two-time super middleweight champion of the world, 27-0, 23 knockouts.
Remember to subscribe to FUTV. You are now watching FU Sports on FUTV. All right, it's 11:20. I might actually do a short episode of FU Gaming after this to continue my quest to beating Kung Fu.
Former super middleweight champion of the world.
We are in the main event right now.
Here is David Benavidez.
The Mexican Monster is stepping into the ring right now, wearing a black fur coat.
The cheers from the fans here at Michelob Ultra Arena here in Las Vegas. Nothing like a big prize fight in the fighting capital of the world. As we get
Benavidez is in the ring right now, looking very focused. He's got a lot of acne, doesn't he, Bob?
He really does. Which
That's
makes
a
me
lot
wonder
of
whether or
pimples
not he's on steroids.
on the right side of his face. It's very awkward.
Get ready for our tale of the tape.
Yeah, that's it. It's weird. There's some pock marks, some scabs, scars. Looks like scar marks, some popping pimples. He is with Snack as well, isn't he? They're showing the wrong. Oh my lord! They are now doing the tale of the tape, and they're actually showing where David Benavidez is. They're showing his brother. Instead of showing David, they're showing his brother.
That's racist.
That's fucked up. They got the wrong picture. They're showing Andre on the right, and they're showing on the left. They're showing what is his name? Jose Benavidez instead of David. That's fucked up.
I guess
they're not even, and the commentators aren't even acknowledging that they fucked that up.
Here on this holiday weekend has reached a fever pitch to get us to our introductions. We turn it over to Jimmy.
All right, anybody who just came in, you're watching FU TV. We're doing a play-by-play of David Benavidez versus Andre. Both fighters are in the ring, in the middle of the ring. They're now, or opposite sides of the ring. They're going to be doing the ring announcements right now. We got Jimmy Lennon Jr. getting ready to do it. We got a party going on over here. Where's this taking place, Bob?
I'm not sure. Let me find out. Hold on.
It's not round 10. We have to go back. We're going into round number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, there you go. It's in
as
Vegas.
Premier Boxing Champions presents.
Okay, party going on in Las Vegas right now.
By TGB Promotions, Samson Boxing, and Showtime Pay-Per-View.
So who do you think is going to win?
I think Benavidez is going to win by knockout.
What round?
By the WBC.
5? Round 5, I guess. Andre, to me, he's very herky-jerky. Got pretty kind of strong punches, sort of. He's very sloppy. One thing he has going for him is his awkwardness. He likes to bend his knees and come in with big overhands. But with David's such a tall dude. He's gonna have big issues. And David is very good at catching you when you're throwing. Like, he's good. He's got good eyes. He can read you. So if you're gonna keep throwing a big looping overhand, he might end up punching with you and hurting you real bad. And David has a pretty good left hook. That he can catch you between the shots, or he can punch with you and catch you. And I think he's going to do that with Andre. I think who knows, he might even beat him earlier. I've heard a lot of people saying that's going to go by decision, but I picked David to knock him out pretty early.
And boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas.
If he catches him, it's going to be with a left hook, I think.
Yeah.
And then he's going to finish him off. You can tell Andre's very intense. He's prepared. I mean, he cut all his dreads off. You know, he's not playing games, man.
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and gold trunks, joining us from his home of Providence, Rhode Island. He weighed in at 167 and 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 32 wins, no losses, with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former U.S. Olympian,
Andre in pretty good shape.
Division champion of the world and the current undefeated WBC number 5 world rank contender, introducing the acclaimed Demetrius
Andre's spitting in the air like Triple H would.
Andrade.
David's just long, isn't he? He doesn't look too big. People say he's big, but he just looks long.
Yeah, he's got long limbs.
He doesn't look too big.
Green, white, and red trunks, fighting out of Seattle, Washington, by way of his home of Phoenix, Arizona. He weighed in at a ready 167 pounds. He also is undefeated in his campaign in the ring.
All right.
Of 27.
David bouncing up and down, very confident.
Yeah, he doesn't look rattled at all.
Very
He
confident,
looks ready
just
to do what he needs to do.
Looking like he's ready to knock this guy out.
Here is the former two-time
Both men looking pretty confident. David, too cool as a cucumber, no concern at all in his face.
hard-hitting current interim WBC
Canelo would say, "You are a horrible fighter." This fight might actually lead to a Canelo fight if he beats this guy, which I predict he will. All right, both men have been announced. They have been called. Both men are now coming to the middle of the ring.
Thomas Taylor.
Right, they're getting all the referees doing the calling right now. Telling them both men have hit gloves. We're round number 1. Okay, both men on opposite ends of the ring. Andre kind of just pacing around, bouncing up and down. David bouncing up and down, very confident, like two show ponies, huh? Hey, Bob. All right.
They're ready to fight.
Got Andre a little tiny look of a little concern in his face. David very just pounding his hands together, just wanting to get it. Now both men have the referee has said to engage. They're coming forward. David is pulling out a left jab. He's thrown 3 of them. Nothing lands. Andre just parrying them off. Andre shooting in for a clinch. Not too great. David pawing with the left hook. Stand his ground, widespread stance. Kind of shooting in. Feints from David. David comes in a big looping right hand and misses. Andre throwing a big left hand and a right hook that lands on the body of David. There's a nice straight right hand that hits Andre on the body. Very heavy. Andre almost fell over from it. Andre sent back. David looking real big. Kind of a low shot from Andre there. Left hook that lands. And to me, it looked like it's low. David does have a big waistband, but it looked low to me. Both David in the middle of the ring, just did some posturing. They're starting real quick. This isn't really a feeling out round, but just like I said, Andre is getting real low. He's trying to land, like, that's what he does. He shoots in from real low. David is bending his knees a lot. I'm not too big into that. He probably should try to fight tall. David throwing a straight right hand that lands on Andre and a short right hand that looks at grazed Andre. Andre just kind of pumping his stance, standing in the middle of the ring. He throws a little jab and misses. David pressuring forward intelligently. There's another straight right hand, but I didn't like how David's back foot came off the ground. Andre getting real low, illegally low with his head movements. You see that, Bob? He is way too low the way he's bending his knees. They let him get away with that, but that is illegal. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Andre throwing a left and a right, missing both, shooting in, grabbing, getting off, not landing anything. David pressuring forward, throws a straight right hand, looks to have landed on the body. I'll say it didn't because I couldn't really see it from the angle. Straight right hand from David. Andre looks to have blocked it. Andre getting pressed back. David kind of bending his own knees and doing some decent head movement there. Andre really hasn't landed anything this round. David is the ring general. Andre throwing a feint jab, David biting on it, and then Andre throwing a straight left to the body, and another one. 2 left hands look to have landed. David pressing forward. There's another straight right hand from David. So it's a feeling out round, but it is a fast-paced round, isn't it, Bob? What do you think, Bob? Okay. All right, so David pressing forward. Just kind of pawing with this jab, not landing, just pawing. There's a jab and a straight right hand to the body from David. Andre really just taking steps back. Looked like he's trying to maybe set traps. Andre kind of measuring and then shooting in for a hold. David hitting him with a short right hand. David now fighting tall. He's not bending his knees anymore. He's kind of, just typical David Benavidez. He's just not fighting real tall now. Andre feinting in a left hook and not throwing anything. David is biting on these feints. Then coming in with the straight left jab and the right hand. Andre shooting in with 2 hooks. Then a big old looping right hand from David and a bunch of shoe shine from Andre. Not too impressive. Kind of hard round to score just from...
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't bowled over.
All right, so let's listen to what's going on in the corner.
Fight.
Okay, we're going to score this.
Fight.
Who'd you give it to, Bob?
Oh gosh, this was a hard round to score. I'd probably give it to Benavidez.
All right, we're going into round number 2.
Fight.
All right, round number 2 here. Let's see.
Round number 2, this one is scheduled for 12. It is for David Benavidez.
All right, both men in the middle of the ring. Andrade throwing a low jab and then a straight left hand to the body. Nothing really landing. Big old looping shot from Andrade and then a right straight to the body. David standing his ground, kind of circling to the left. It's become kind of a boxing match. I thought David would kind of set the pace and get on him, but he's fighting Meta at mid-range. Andrade shooting in a big left hook and then a right hand. David seeing that block it. Andrade comes in like fucking just literally wrestling the fuck out of David. Some dirty wrestling. He's like, this ain't going to be too good for Andrade.
That was very
Andre's
bizarre.
getting a warning right now. He is wrestling. He's good. He
spun him around by the waist.
He went for a fucking double leg. He's grabbing the guy behind his fucking knees. Like, come on, man. David pressuring forward on Andre, doing a lot of cheap tactics. but getting warnings from the referee. David pressuring forward. Both men not throwing much leather. We're still kind of edging into it. David throws in a straight right hand and lands. Now David gets real low and throws an overhand, kind of imitating what Andre is doing. David shooting it with a straight right hand that looked to have landed on the forehead. David doing a lot of head movement. He is not fighting like the usual kind of monster. He's very like boxing. David poking in this right hand, not a lot, and then another one just popping Andrade's head back. It's like kind of like a jabbing right hand. He kind of pushes it. He doesn't put a lot of weight on it, it seems. There's another straight right hand to the body from David that lands. Andre throwing out right uppercut. Andre with a lot of shoe shine. There's like nothing on these shots. He's hitting David on the arms. Every once in a while, he'll land like a little touch to the body. Andre complaining about a rabbit punch right now. There's some more warnings. Come on.
And it looks like he's wiping his eye as though there was
maybe
like
he
a
has a
headbutt
cut,
of
maybe
some kind.
a headbutt, or maybe possibly a punch. It looks like a big right hand that lands on Andre. Andre wrestling. David hitting Andre with a short left hook on the inside. Andre getting a little. I'm guessing the nervousness. The nerves are getting to him because he's starting to become a serious wrestler here. He's holding David's arm. David is hitting with his left hand now. It's becoming a fight. Andre throwing a straight left hand. David blocks it. David's back is against the ropes. He hits Andre with a little touching jab. I think Andre's starting to feel it now. David not landing a lot of hard punches, but he's stepping up his intensity. Andre throwing a left hook way from underneath. I mean, but it didn't land, but he's throwing. That takes a lot of energy to do that, the way Andre throws these punches. It's one of his issues. He bends those knees real low, and he comes in. He tries to put a lot of energy into these hooks, and he looks like he's already kind of gassing. David really not trying to just throw a lot at him. He's kind of letting him, looks like he's letting Andre work. To me, this is looking a lot like the other fight we watched with what's his name, the one who had a leg injury, Ergovich, something like that.
Something like
yeah,
that.
something like it's looking a little bit like that. Andrade is actually Andrade's nowhere near as good as that guy.
Andrade is doing all kinds of shady bullshit.
We've come to the end of the second round.
Distract from the fact that he sucks.
Okay, I'm going to be putting our scores in. Who do you think won that one, Bob?
Giving it to Benavidez.
Yeah.
I mean, I would almost give Andrade like an 8 round because he literally grabbed Benavidez by the waist and spun him around like they were square
He went from
dancing.
the fucking waist to the legs. Like he's just manipulating him like with grappling. All right, here we go. We're going into round number 3, people. Let's listen to a little bit of the corner if we can.
Fight.
Here they go.
All right, so round number 3 we go between...
Round number 3, David's first one to the middle of the ring. He's pushing Andre back. He throws a straight right hand and he misses. Andre shooting in with the left straight. Does not land. David just doing a decent job blocking. Low blow from Andre there. Hitting David. It looks very intentional. Referee tells Andre to keep them up already with the low blows, you know. He's got the wrestling, and now we're in the 3rd round. The guy's already throwing low blows. David pressuring forward. Very calm, David. There's a little straight left hand to the body. There's a big looping right hand from David. Touching jab from David. David just kind of pressuring forward, not throwing much. Andre throwing a series of slaps, man. Really, no power on any of it. A lot of shoe shine from this guy. My monitor's going insane. This is incredibly annoying.
Yeah, it is. I thought changing
I don't
the power
understand.
supply
My
would have solved
monitor,
this
I have
problem.
2 monitors in here. One of them is flicking on and off. I think it's some weird graphics card thing. I have to switch my screen back. Andre throwing a lot of shoe shine on the inside. Both men are clinched up. David's back is on the ropes. Andre throwing right uppercuts. He kind of grazed with one of them. It really is just a lot of wrestling. Nothing solid. David kind of just letting him work, it looks like to me. Andre pressing on David. Referee pulling them off. Andre really not hurting or causing any damage. No real hard shots at all. David now pressuring forward again. Not looking like it's going to be the thing I predicted. Andre pushing David's head down as David presses forward. Andre throwing a right hook. Lands on the arms. Andre landing kind of slapping right hand. No power on any of this guy's shots. David is just really patient. So I don't know if I see the 5th round. Andre just touching with a jab, running away. Andre just now on the back foot. David just pressuring forward. David throws a right straight and misses. Then he throws a left hand and he misses, or he kind of touched with the left hand. David now has Andre's back on the ropes. Andre shoots in and grabs David in a clinch. David just peppering him with shots right now. Big right hand that looks like snuck around the guard of Andre. Nice little jab from David and then a straight right hand that lands. David throws a right uppercut and hits Andre. There's a big looping right hand from David that lands on the gloves of Andre. Then David throws a left hook. Andre kind of nodding his head like that. You know, it's nothing. I think the pressure is really starting to get to Andre. The shots aren't too solid so far, but, you know, it looks like David, I was actually sort of giving this round to Andre, but it looks like David's taking it back. There's a right hand that looked like Andre blocked it. There's a straight left hand from Andre to the, I guess, to me, they look like low blows. They really do. They look like they're under the belly button. So I'll say that didn't even land if you want to score this correctly. It looks like Andre's throwing low blows. These are hitting under the belly button. Andre throwing a series of straight punches. David kind of taunting him, saying, come on, man, let's fight. And we come to the end of the third round.
This just looks like a night of mismatches. Like, it just doesn't... It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, let's listen to a little. My monitor is fucking going crazy. I hate this. I wish...
Telling Andrade, hey, come on, right here.
All right, who won that one, Bob?
I'm giving it to Benavidez. I mean, Andrade did a little more, but I gave it to... I just don't... It wasn't consistent enough. It was sloppy. Who'd you give it to?
I'm going to show a card in the next round that people see. All right, we're going into round number 4 now, as you can see, people.
Round number 4.
You think they're going to go the distance?
All right, David. I don't know. David's fighting a very calm fight. He's not being the beast right now. He's fighting a very measured fight. There's a big right hook David throws. It looks like it was legal. Andrade is complaining, which is hilarious because Andre has been landing all kinds of shots that are legal. David is contesting this, saying it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Andrade is milking this right now. He is fucking milking it.
Yeah, but the ref just said, you're good. That wasn't low.
Yeah, it's bullshit. David is contesting it because, look, Andre's been hitting David low over and over and over. And David throws a right hook, a long one, and hits Andre, and Andre starts complaining of a low blow. Come on, man. How many low blows have you hit this guy with? And the shot didn't look low at all. Now Andre comes back with a fucking straight left low blow. The guy's a bum, and David look, another low blow from Andre, and then he shoots in for a grapple.
It's so sloppy.
It's disgusting, and it's intentional. So he'll hit you low and complain, but when you hit him, and actually that shot from David was not low. There's a big left hook on the inside. David's pissed now, it looks like. That's not a good thing, right? Like Andre's just on peppering trash shoe shine. There's a big right hook from David. David's shooting down. Andre trying to land a rabbit punch. David shoots, ducks right under the fucking dirty shot. Andre going for a fucking clinch. David hitting one. Andre with 2 right hooks on the inside, hard, pops Andre's head up. Andre dancing around, looking very intimidated right now. He's trying to do a little dance. David's just kind of plodding forward. Andre throwing a straight left slap to the body and another one.
That was a shot right to the cup.
I think those shots don't look legal to me. They look kind of low.
From the perspective that I just saw, that shot, looked like it was from Andrade directly to the cup.
David pressuring forward. Andre getting hit with a straight right hand to the head. Andre really just trying to go to the, I guess, body, if you can call that the body. David throwing a right hand, the right straight. David just plodding forward now. The pressure has begun. He's not boxing anymore. He's become the Mexican monster. There's a left hook to the body from David. Andre just kind of... It's not really boxing what Andre's doing. He's kind of walking backwards as fast as he can. Andre throwing a little jab and then falling off balance, throwing a weird slap. David parrying away a straight left hand from Andre. Andre eating a left. It looked like, I don't know if that landed. It might have been to a left hook to the body. It looked like David shooting in with a left hand missing and then driving off of that a straight right hand. Andre throwing a big right looping overhand and missing completely. It's the pressure. David's not really landing much, but the pressure is starting to get to Andre. The Mexican monster has arrived, people. David standing straight up in his straight stance, coming forward very much like Margarito. just pressuring forward, but very, very calculated. There's a right uppercut from David that hits Andre coming. Andre landing a nice straight left low blow. No warning. David doesn't even complain about it. He's just eating these low blows. He's pressuring forward. Andre, just a little push to the body. David throwing a left hook that lands on the elbow of Andre. Andre throwing another left hook and lands on the elbow of David. Andre throwing all kinds of shoe shine and landing nothing. David trying to punch with Andre and lands a big right hand on Andre. And Andre is down. I don't know if they're calling this a knockdown, but Andre has been knocked down. That landed. It was delayed. Andre is hurt. He's hurt. He got hit with a big right hand. Like I told you people, the Mexican monster is here. And we've come to the end of the, what was this? The fourth?
That ref looks like he's about to put Andrade in timeout. Did you see that hands on hips? Looking like he was going to go scold him and give him like a punishment exercise.
Yes, we're going to listen to a little of the corner while we put in our scores. What'd you say, Bob? Who do you think won?
Really? That's a 10-8 Benavidez round. Come on.
At the beginning of the round by Benavidez. So then Benavidez knew that he hit him a bit low. Gave Andrade time to recover. But look at that big right hand. And Andrade took him like a second to go down to the canvas. But holy mackerel. What a big shot by David Benavidez.
Round number 5.
All right.
The fight is turning for sure. Right now, it's getting way worse. The monster has come, people.
I mean, I don't know that it's turning. It was never...
I think David was boxing in the beginning. Now he's the destroyer. Benavidez pressuring forward. Andrade is on the rope. Big right uppercut from David Benavidez. There's the body shot of David Benavidez. What did I say, Bob? I said the 5th round, right?
You did.
That Benavidez is now pressing on Andrade. He's pressing forward. He's become the destroyer. He's trying to take him out. He's coming for a big right hand and a left hook that smashes Andrade. There's a right hook. David smacking Andrade with another short left hook and a right hand. Andrade peppering him with right hands. David is trying to take his fucking head off. There's a little push jab from David. He's pressuring forward. He does not stop taking steps forward. He's become Margarito, basically. Looks like Margarito, but with a punch. He's got Andre on the ropes. He's landing multiple shots on the inside. And Andre is wilting under this pressure.
Yeah,
he's not throwing anything. There's a little touch jab from Andre. David with a left uppercut. Andre kind of shooting him for clinches. Andre there's a straight right hand from David that lands.
Looks like he's purposely trying to step on Benavidez's foot.
Oh, he's dirty. David just pressuring forward. We got a minute and 48 seconds in the 5th round. There's a left hook from David that lands. Andre literally pivots into it. There's a left uppercut that lands from David. David is pressuring him, pressuring Andre on the ropes again. David shooting him with a right uppercut, now left uppercut, and a big left uppercut. Andre trying to grab David, pushing him off and landing hooks in the break. Big left hook from David. Andre's hurt. He's hurt really bad right now.
Is holding on for dear life.
For his life. Big left hook. Like I told you people, that left hook is deadly from David. That's the shot. There it is, the left hook to the body from David. They might stop this. They might stop this because he's getting beat on right now. Andre is getting beat on. Big combinations from David, just all hooks.
And he's still got a minute left in this round.
Andre's back is on the ropes again. David throwing a right uppercut and missing. Then he's pushing in with a jab. David, as much as the energy he's pushing, he's not tired. There's a big left cuffing shot on the inside, big right hand. Andre is trading with David. He's trying to get back and fight, but Andre is looking like he's wilted. He's got no more energy. David trying to pawing out this left hand, just framing. Big overhand right, triple G-like shot. Uppercut, right hand. He's hitting him with everything right now.
And
you saw it. He hit him with the triple G fucking punch, that overhand.
He's not blocking. His
no, he's not. There's a nice shot from David. Like I told you, people, this guy is almost done. Left hook from David. Left hook. Andrade might go out in this round, just like I predicted. What did I say, Bob? Round 5, right?
Did.
If David pushes it a little more, he might knock him out. A lot of people said this was going to the scorecard. I'm like, bro, you don't know shit about boxing. Sorry.
Yeah, filthy casuals.
I gotta pull you filthy casuals. And they watch that. Now David's on the ropes now, just allowing this guy to push him, I think. And he hits Andrade with a little short left hook. All kinds of short. Oh, Andrade is hurt with a right hand. Oh. He's hurt. He's hurt real bad. And we've come to the end of the 5th round. I was wrong. It wasn't the 5th. It'll be the 6th.
And they're like glaring at each other as they walk to their corners.
Yes, we've come to the end of the this was the 6th, right?
It was the end of the 5th.
Let's see. All right, it was the 5th. You're right.
I know I'm right.
All right, we're going into round number 6, people.
Are you doubting the Bob?
Yes, Don Bob is always correct. Let's listen to some of this corner over here.
You heard it first here on FUTV. Don Bob is always correct.
Who you got it for, Bob?
Look at the work from David Benavidez. That left uppercut. Look at how he comes. Boom. A left hook through the guard of Andrade.
I like to look at how he comes. Boom.
And a unique, it reminds me of a Golovkin overhand right.
Hey.
Oh, you see that? Do you see, people?
It's a lot of it.
I said it, right? It looks like a Golovkin punch. Is what I said over and over again. It looked and guess who one of the guys he trained with? He trained with Golovkin. Benavidez trained with Golovkin. He credits him with him becoming a better fighter.
Golovkin.
And he hit this guy, and the guy that might actually be Canelo was a guy who was trained, who's one of his greatest inspirations. Benavidez is Golovkin. What did I say? Danny Golovkin? What the fuck is
that? I don't
All
know.
right, so we got Benavidez stepping forward. We're at the beginning of the 6th round. More of the same. The Mexican monster has arrived, people. He's
entered the chat.
Yeah, Benavidez was boxing in the beginning. He's now jabbed the fucking mouthpiece right out of Andre's mouth. And Benavidez is very frustrated that he had to stop it. It looked like it was intentional. He spit the mouthpiece out, framing off little touch jab from Benavidez, and he kind of uses that to build his momentum in that right uppercut, and he lands it. All right, so here we go again. Benavidez pressuring forward with a kind of push jab and then a straight right hand. Andre trying to just a lot of fucking wrestling from Andre. He really is trying to just survive.
He's really going for his crossover moment to the UFC.
Oh my God, he really should go to the UFC. Andre shooting in for a tackle. Benavidez pushing him off, hitting with a left hook to the body and a left hook to the head. Very much like the Charlo fight we just saw, but way better. Way more violence, more anger on that shot. There was a right hook to the body from Benavidez and a right hook to the head. Benavidez just pressuring forward. Just Margarito style over here, people. Big old right overhand, just sort of like the Triple G shot. He should try to do that again. Benavidez has Andre on the ropes. Just looking kind of bored look in Benavidez's face. He's just pressing forward, and Andre doesn't have any answers. He's just running away and getting beat up on. Again, Andre on the ropes again. Benavidez loading up on a right hook to the body and a short left hook. Andre bent over right now. Just can't do anything but wrestle. He's landed nothing this round. This is almost a fucking 8-10 round. Yep. Like, I could say this is an 8-10. Andre has done nothing. Andre is being beaten on from post to post. There's a little short, hard right hand from David. Andre throws shoe shine. Nothing on any of it. David isn't respecting at all. He's got Andre on the ropes again. Goes for a left hook to the body. David just loading up on this guy, just beating on him. Big short left hook on Andre. Lands from David. Andre tying up David's arm. David hitting Andre with a short right hand and falling off balance. Because he's trying to land these shots from they're going almost chest to chest. Andre throwing a straight right hand, lands on David. Nothing on it. Andre being pressured back. Andre throwing a little short. Coming up, bends his knees, coming up with this short right hand. There's a big right hand from Andre. The big right hand, kind of, the guy, he's still got a little bit in the tank, possibly. He's putting everything into these shots. Now they're tied up. David didn't expect it. There's a big left hand on the inside from David. Big left hand. David is trying to kill this guy. There's a short right hand. David can generate a lot of power from right from the inside. David just hitting Andre multiple lefts and rights. Big left hook from David on the inside. Andre's mouthpiece comes flying out. Again. David is beating the fuck out of Andre. Right? Big left hand, big right hand. Man. Andre just getting beaten on. David comes forward. Big. He loaded up, and there's a low blow from Andre. Big low blow. Another warning. They're putting the mouthpiece back in Andre's mouth on the break from a fucking low blow. All right, now David's coming forward. Big right hand. There's a left hook from David. This guy's they're gonna have to stop this fight. They really are. David's really good at hitting guys while they're leaning on him on the ropes. And I think we've come to the end of that round. Andrade looks like he's gonna die.
He looks so demoralized right now.
He is huffing and puffing, and he is getting beat on. The referee might stop the fight right here.
Because Andrade's not defending himself.
He's getting beat up on. He's getting hit a lot. The referee looks like he's talking to the corner. They might stop the fight right here. Bob, who won the round?
Oh, come on. Do you really need to ask?
I always have to ask.
And the fight is over!
It's over. It's over.
Correct move. And a Six.
I told you, people.
For David Benavidez as he embraces with his father.
What did I say? Did I say it was going to be a stoppage?
You did.
I told you, people. I heard people say over and over again that this guy was going to go the distance with Benavidez. Keep in mind that Benavidez had become the Mexican monster in the first round. Instead of boxing this guy for the first 3, he would have knocked him out at least in the 5th or 4th.
He probably would have knocked him out in the 2nd.
He would have knocked him out much earlier than he did. He was about to knock him out. Andre's face is all fucked up. Both eyes are swollen. He is beat up. He was about to die, and they ended the fight. People think this guy is a joke, man. People keep telling me that Canelo's going to wipe the floor with him. This guy might actually end Canelo's career, like for real.
Canelo better get on those tainted tacos again. He's got to go find him some street meat.
I almost could call that last round a friggin' 10-8.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to... All right, it's a TKO, so it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm scoring it. Okay, we're gonna bring up our graphic real quick. We have to do it. It's just part of the whole thing, people. I gotta bring up my TKO graphic, right, Bob?
You sure do.
It's TKO's technical stoppage, or maybe you would say that was did the corner stop it or the ref stopped it?
I think the corner stopped it.
All right, let's listen to some of this.
Elevating his record to 28 wins, no losses. 24 wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, you are taking a look at the next big young Mexican prize-fighting superstar in David Benavidez.
David Benavidez has defeated Andre by TKO stoppage.
In Canelo.
Yep. All these, like I said.
It was a correct stoppage. I mean, he was spitting his mouthpiece
out. He was finished. He was finished.
And when he was walking back to his corner, he looked demoralized, exhausted, and totally, like, discombobulated.
He was finished. He had nothing in the tank. David was basically beating him post to post, man.
The lights were on, but no one was home.
It's nice short punches, too. David has really good short punches. That's what I'm saying. This guy's no joke. And he likes to put his back on the ropes and let you throw and punch while you're hitting him. Like that's some crazy stuff. He lets you punch at him. He almost rope-a-dopes you and then hits you with short shots while you got his back on the ropes. This guy throws really nice, snappy hooks on the inside. I mean, if we're gonna see a Canelo fight, this guy is incredibly dangerous for Canelo. Canelo throws big looping shots. David throws short hooks.
And he clumps around like fucking Frankenstein.
And he just presses on you. He just pressures you with. He's just coming forward like the fucking Terminator.
Mike
Tyson's in the crowd now. Like,
I was like, why is Benavidez going rogue?
Benavidez is now giving Mike Tyson a hug. Mike Tyson's giving him a pound. Mike Tyson wearing a black leather jacket, looking like an extra from Beyond Thunderdome. Doesn't he look sort of like Mad Max?
He does.
Yeah.
I was like, where is Benavidez going? What is he doing? That's like when what was his name? Oh shit.
Who?
The guy when he jumped out of the ring and beat the shit out of Khabib, yeah.
Yeah, Khabib.
When Nurmagomedov Khabib, when he jumped out of the ring and punched that other guy's coach in the face.
All right, let's hear this for a second. The referee stopped it. Oh, the corner requested a stoppage.
Look at that man in that red shirt. Look at him go. That belly.
We're going to see. Look, again, there's so much hate for this guy. It's crazy. All the Canelo fans were saying this guy was going to go 12. What did I say? I said 5. And he almost finished him in the 5th.
I mean, he put him on the canvas in the 5th.
Yeah, he did. He put him down. Ice called it. Come on, people. You're watching FU Sports. All these other sporting channels, they focus specifically on just boxing. I've been watching them my whole life, and I knew what was going to happen in this fight. This was going to be a stoppage. They all said this was going to go the distance. I never saw that way. I'm surprised that this guy went that many rounds.
FU Sports is the superior fight companion.
Yes. We're the most imitated. Maybe not the biggest channel yet. We're going to be. But here we go. Let's listen to some of the corner.
This was fun.
Let's listen to this post-fight.
Showtime for allowing me to be here at the last pay-per-view card. And I want to thank all my people. Muchas gracias a toda la gente que vinieron a apoyar. Los quiero mucho. And I just...
He speaks Spanish pretty well. Yep. Is Canelo's next fight? It should be. Stop running. Don't be scared, homie. Canelo we got Benavidez wrapping all the belts around him. Call him out, bro.
Give me the fight that we all want to see.
Yep.
See David Benavidez versus Canelo.
There you go.
You guys want to see?
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Canelo and I don't want it.
You had a great embrace outside with Mike Tyson.
This dude, David, barely broke a sweat. He has no markings on his face, nothing.
Thank you so much for the motivation he's giving me.
This guy could not even touch David's face.
Boxing legend like Mike Tyson gives people nicknames.
It's all low blows and hugs.
It seemed going to the
literal wrestling.
It was wrestling.
I mean,
it was
he
fucking straight
should
wrestling.
send a tape of the first, like, 4 rounds to Dana
They call him a
White.
tricky fighter. Come on, man.
He needs to, that was his Notice Me Senpai, casting tape for Dana White.
Yeah, he could, like David said, Benavidez barely got hit. It was all low blows. Close. What close fight? You guys saw our card. This wasn't a close fight. What bullshit you guys making up?
That turned the fight around.
The left hook, watch. I bet you it was a left hook. Like,
I dipped his left hand and came back with
oh, it was an overhand right. Yeah. Rocked him, yeah, with the right hand. And then here comes a big left. Because he swooped under. Andrade went for a fucking double leg. And then he fell down.
Number 1 contender.
That shot hurt him real bad. Andrade just fell over after he went for a double leg.
He just sat there for a second collecting his thoughts. He didn't, like, pop back up. He was like, shit.
Yeah, but you saw the Triple G punch, right? Wasn't that crazy?
Yep.
He threw the same shot. Triple G throws to the forehead. He already gave the message, bro.
They want to see David versus Benavidez versus Canelo.
Exactly. That's the fight. That's the fight to make.
David, on a great performance.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, so we got David Benavidez in the ring calling out Canelo. We got Andre embracing David. He knows that David is the better fighter, the far better fighter. This was a beatdown, people. Do you now believe in David Benavidez, people? Do you now believe in him?
After a courageous performance, you were very physical.
No one wanted to believe him. I saw a lot of these different channels saying that Andre would... I saw people saying Andre was going to knock him out.
I think some people vote with their emotions and not with their brains.
Look, he's calling David the bigger man. Come on. He's just the taller man. That's all he is.
Andrade, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Make better choices. Spit out the mouth guard.
Andre spitting down his mouthpiece, throwing low blows.
15 years for this moment. For the
he waited 15 years. Come on, man.
Low blows that never happened.
David beat this guy like he was nothing. Because he is. He's not. Excuses all day from Richard Pryor.
Yeah, maybe one fight before then. So, you know.
I had erectile dysfunction. My ass hurt. I got hemorrhoids.
I couldn't find
my dreadlocks fell off.
My Spotify playlist for my exercises.
I'll be back.
And so I couldn't warm up this morning.
I think we right back at it.
Nah, dude, no. No.
In round 4, we can look at the replay. A right hand.
He only had little moments when David was boxing. When David brought the monster out, it all fell apart. There's David throwing a big right hand through the guard of Andre. You saw Andre's eyes go in the back of his head, and he just fell down. Like he was almost knocked out by one punch.
So a nice respectful.
I mean, the fight was almost over with one punch.
How good is David Benavidez?
Listen, it's not that he's
he's saying, give me a break. It's not that he's better, more skillful. Yeah, he's more skillful, bro. This guy's delusional, isn't he? It's not that he's the better, greater fighter than me. This guy does not want to. He's just making all kinds of excuses, right?
Well, I mean, after that, you kind of. I think his pride's a little hurt.
All right, so all the people that said that David wasn't going to do this, he's going to go 12 rounds. I say this.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I'm not surprised. I called it. I said he was going to stop this guy. I chose the 5th, but, it was a little later. But like I said, he had become the Mexican monster around the 4th. And when he did, he finished this guy off real quick.
You know what I say to those folks?
What?
You filthy casuals.
That's just, I think it's just they don't like him because they're Canelo fans. And they want to downplay this guy.
Canelo Schmello.
Now, after watching this fight, I think a lot of those guys might start changing their tune. They're going to be like, well, I don't know what Canelo's going to do. I mean,
no,
look, Canelo was struggling with little...
They're going to be butthurt that their boyfriend's going to get his ass
What do you
kicked.
people think that David would do to little Charlo, who Canelo went the distance with? I think David would smash that guy. He would destroy him very quickly. Because Canelo's coming in with all his energy, right, when he throws these hooks, and they're real wide. They're not very fast, and they're really, really wide.
Yeah,
He's
Gerson,
open for all kinds of counters.
When David opened up
short hooks.
And just absolutely pressured the bejesus out of him. It was almost like watching two different fights. So there was rounds like 1 through 3 where he was doing the nicey nice, like, I am a boxer. And then all of a sudden he like flipped the switch and became a beast. And then, you know, Andrade just literally disintegrated before his very eyes.
Disintegrated. It was like Thanos, man. The Mexican beast came out. He was plodding forward a lot like Margarito would, just destroying Andrade in the mid range and on the inside. Every time he would come in, David was pushing him off, hitting him on the break. Not the referee break, but he would push Andre, and then he would just hit him with a right hook or a left hook. And he was just, I mean, the guy's got, people underestimate how fast David's hands are. He's got very fast hands, and those hooks are real short and hard and heavy. Those are some really heavy shots. And seeing Canelo get hit with those kind of shots, I don't think he's going to stand up to this kind of this pressure, because this guy brings a kind of pressure similar to what Bivol did, but with power.
Canelo moves like fucking Frankenstein.
All right, we had a TKO. David wins easily. I'm going to have to come up with a TKO thing. I should probably put that in there, right, Bob? Give me 1 second, people. I'm going to put TKO in here.
And Gerson is asking for the link to the server. So maybe drop the Discord in the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to put, give me 1 second. I'll put out my Discord in there. Give me a moment. All right, Bob. What'd you think of the card, what we saw?
The card was a lot of mismatches. A lot of things didn't make sense. But David Benavidez is a really exciting fighter to watch. And I appreciate that he's clearly trying to demonstrate greater technical skill with, you know, having several rounds where he is trying to just be a technical boxer. But there is no shame in sticking to the thing that he is really, really good at, which is being an absolute beast and pressing guys into, like, I don't know, submission. Like, he's submitting boxers.
He's pressing these dudes into the fucking dirt. That's what he's doing. I mean, it is really Mexican style. I mean, this is the beast. This is the beast style. Like I keep saying, this is very similar to Margarito, like high pressure, kind of those high pressure fighters, big guys who come forward. He's even got a similar build to him as well, except I think he's a far bigger puncher. He's got more dynamic as well.
Hopefully he doesn't also cheat eventually.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Give me 1 second. I'm putting the TKO into our scorecard just to make this official. Give me 1 second.
And once he's done that, he'll drop the server link.
Yes, I will. I don't understand why this isn't going over. Oh, here it is. I got it. It's going to fix it right now. Okay, there we go. Just give me 1 second.
No. You were doing so well this stream. You didn't ask for a bunch of seconds.
Yeah, well, I need it. I'm literally
you were doing so well. You broke your streak.
I'm literally doing Photoshop in the middle of the stream. All right, so here we go. I did it. We're going to look at our scorecard one more time. All right, we're making it official, people. David Benavidez wins by complete demolition of Andre. We have a TKO win for David Benavidez, and my scorecard's a little weird right now. I wish I had squeezed it in. Look at that. The Bob is all fucked up. Everything's fucked up. Why did I fuck everything up, huh, Bob?
You didn't fuck everything up.
Let me see if I can fix this. Bear with me. Don't hate me, people. Don't hate me. All right, so my scorecard's a little wonky. But you see it right now. We got David Benavidez destroying Andre.
I refuse to pronounce his name Andre.
Yeah, me too. I fucking hate saying it. Yeah.
I would even accept an Andrade, but it's Andrade.
Yeah, it's Andrade.
If you don't want it to be Andrade, take the D out.
Yeah, I have to humor myself and kind of lie. I have to lie to myself to pronounce his name the way he wants it to be. It's very, very much like gender identity, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to be giving the... Don't want to go there, bro. YouTube might fucking kill me.
Will be very upset.
Okay, I'm going to be giving the Discord link. Give me a second.
No seconds.
Give me seconds, please.
No seconds. 0.
Please give me seconds.
Exactly 0 seconds will be given.
Do you know how to use this thing, Bob?
Which thing?
This Discord stuff.
Oh, for sake.
All right, so this is what invite your friend right here, right? Copy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go to YouTube and I'll be adding. Do you want to get on the panel, dude? Who's asking?
Gerson.
All right. Okay, so we got Benavidez destroying Andre. Just like I said, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they were very anti-clinching, and they used their significant punching power to discourage that kind of shenanigan.
Yes. David was pushing him off and then landing hooks right away. Real explosive. Short right hand, short left hands, left hooks to the body from David. Right uppercuts, big on the uppercut. He was just beating the fuck out of Andre. Destroyed him. Barely broke a sweat. David had full 12 in him, but he didn't need it. I barely even tried in the beginning. It was just a pure boxing match with David trying to box him slowly. But as soon as he put his foot on the gas and became the Mexican monster, it was all over. And it was pretty quick. As soon as he put his foot on the gas, what was it? Fourth and fifth? In the fifth, he dropped him. Yep. And then from there, he just finished him off. It took him about 2 more rounds to finish him up. Andre was really just clinching to survive at that point.
As I said, the lights were on, but no one was home. Like you saw, he was not.
Garrison is saying that he said that Benavidez and Matisse had Matias. Sorry about that. That sounds sort of like
Matisse is a painter.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Matisse. You know, the fighter who's retired now. Yeah, Matias. He says they had great anti-clinching. I actually thought Matias was losing that fight. Right? I kind of thought he was losing, but then, he kind of stepped it up, similar to what David did. But then supposedly there was an injury in that fight, a leg injury.
Ergashev,
yeah. I put I think I put the link to the Discord in there. All right, let's see. I don't really know much about this, the way this site works. Let's see it go here.
Discord.
Yeah, we're learning it.
I see Gerson waving a happy little birdie.
Is that him? What do I have to do? Do I have to add him?
I think he's in there.
Is that him? Because I see that's
It says
Gerson. How do I add you to the chat? You want to get in the chat, dude?
I think he's in the chat in Discord. Just say hi in Discord.
All right, I'm gonna say hi. He sent me a bird.
Saints preserve us. You're so good at technology, but you're also confused by technology.
Well, this is new to me, this whole Discord thing. Okay. All right, so Bob.
Boo.
So we're gonna be looking at the calendar to see what's coming up. We're gonna see what's fights coming up. This was a decent card from what we saw. We didn't watch the whole thing. We saw the co-main event and the main event, and I think we saw one fight before the co-main event, which was the Matias fight, or Matisse. How'd you pronounce it again?
Matias.
And then the other guy's name was Andrade, and they call him. Was it Andrade? And they called him Andre. What the fuck?
Some bullshit.
All right, let's see. All right, Bob. I'm going to be closing out our scorecard. Maybe I'll show it one more time before we're done, see if it's still glitched out. Also, what did anybody think in the comments? Did they think that it was a clean sweep for Benavidez before the TKO, or was it competitive? What do you guys think?
Nobody was scoring along with us, but definitely interested to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the stream as well. Yeah, so we've come to the end of the pay-per-view. Pretty big beating there. Benavidez destroying Andre. It's gonna be really interesting to see him. Hopefully, to him versus Canelo. Hopefully, it happens. That is the fight to make. People are kind of sick of it not happening. Let's see it already. The beast is here, people. I think after seeing, I already picked Benavidez to beat Canelo. I think Canelo's a little aged, and I think this guy has the perfect style to beat Canelo. I mean, really, it's sort of like it's like a harder punching, faster version of Margarito versus Canelo. I mean, who do you think was more devastating, Margarito or Canelo? I think Margarito was far more like a beastly style, just high activity. This is Benavidez' strength is in that high activity. Like, I don't understand why he's trying to box. He just needs to know that, just bring the beast, man. That's it. He boxed in the beginning. It was really weird. Okay, can you read some of the comments, Bob? Bob, you gonna read some comments?
Can I read them?
Yes.
So I need to read them then.
All right.
Gerson is saying that Andrade won one of the first 2 rounds, and that was a maybe. Yeah, I mean, Andrade had a couple of moments, but I think right from the beginning he was in a little over his head.
Yeah, he is. I mean, a lot of people, most people, I said it from the beginning. I'm like, this guy's not going to beat You know, he's not going to beat Benavidez. Like, I think there was a lot of wishful thinking because there's a lot of dislike, especially from Canelo fans who really think that David isn't worthy of that Canelo fight. And I mean, just once again, David has shown that he is worthy. He's definitely worthy. I mean, this guy's not exactly the best, but he's elusive, right? He's the kind of guy that does all this wacky movements. He clinches you. He has a weird style that keeps you off balance. But David showed that, you know, it don't matter. That style, these wacky styles, none of these styles are getting to him. Once he becomes the monster, you're finished. He's gonna put a pressure on you, and it's not like he's, you know, jumping in all wild. He's putting a consistent pressure on you that makes you wilt. He's hitting you with heavy short punches. For the most part, he's hitting you with heavy short punches. This isn't some Canelo where he's pulling the fucking left hook down, you know, back in outer space and bringing it back. You know, it's very predictable. His shots are very short and hard. And it's very surprising to see a guy who's this tall hitting you with such clean, short, hard shots. And really, he was beating Andrade up in the inside and at mid-range. You would think the supposed slick boxer would be doing a good job in that way, but he really wasn't. He was just landing a lot of low blows. He was trying to, I mean, I don't remember who had the reach. Was it Andre? But
I think Andrade had the reach.
Andre was trying to land these straight right hands and try to use a little movement, but really it's none of it worked. There was no power. A lot of it were just low blows. And then David just was like, fuck this boxing stuff. And he just stepped to him. He just put a pace on him, was hitting with these hard shots. He was punching with Andre, and Andre just basically shelled up and then was just getting beat up on. And then he kind of gassed and it was over. He just knew it. He knew he couldn't beat this guy. Just the skill level is too high. And it's not just skill, it's also ability. Like, David does things that, you know, that a lot of big guys can't do. All right, let me lower this a little bit. Can I lower this? Let me see. All right. So you want to read any more comments there, Bob? So I'm not just over here rambling, I guess.
I would if there were more comments.
All right, so I should have probably done some stuff from Rumble, right?
Yeah.
The corner stopped it, Garrison. That was the corner. The corner, Andrade's corner stopped it. Or Andre, however you pronounce his stupid name.
I think Andrade went to the corner and was like, I can't continue. And then his corner was like, let's end it. Because if you saw Andrade's face as he was walking towards the corner, it looked like he was about to like collapse. He did not look okay.
Jules Canelo is here. I think Canelo, he was watching his fight and he's thinking that he might need a little special sauce, possibly.
Canelo is thinking he needs to go find his buddy with the tainted tacos.
Yeah, you think he needs some tainted tacos to beat this David guy, Bob?
Indeed.
All right, so give me a second. I think I hear the tainted taco truck coming from me right now. Right? Do you hear it, Bob?
I do. I think it's coming.
Wait. Whoa. Wait. The fucking tainted taco truck is here? It looks like Canelo's looking a little swole, huh? All right. All right, so that looks like the tainted taco truck is coming, and so is I should have got that clip from Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's in the gym. He's like, I'm coming in the gym, I'm coming with the woman, I'm just all day coming. That's sort of like what Canelo looks like here. Look at those traps. That's Uber Nello, huh? What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I have a feeling if this fight gets made, we're gonna see his brow, his jaw, all that's gonna get bigger. His hairline's gonna recede. He's gonna get the back knee back again.
Oh man, he is. I mean, it's gonna be insane. We're gonna see a juiced up Canelo, but I don't think it's gonna work because I just feel like his joints are gone. Everything's gone. He's a very old 34. Is he 34? Is he 30? Or is he 33? Is he 34? I forget.
I think he's 33.
33, huh? Well, we're going to be getting out of here soon, people. But before I do that, I have to scream at you and tell you to subscribe to TV, the greatest channel in the history of man, where we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of tomorrow. So remember to subscribe to FUTV. Don't just watch it, people. Subscribe to it. We're trying to become the greatest channel known to man. And in order for us to do that, you have to hit that subscribe button. So remember to subscribe to FUTV. FUTV. We rescue dogs.
We sure do.
All right. So we have a message from Joe Pesci. He has something to say about this fight.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This is FUTV, asshole. I mean, Joe Pesci. Sorry, I didn't want to call Joe Pesci an asshole. He's a cool guy, but he is an asshole. He is. Let's get this fucking Canelo, juiced up Canelo off my screen. Right? Bob, you got anything?
Let's put him away. He'll be back soon enough.
Yeah. With what? Juice, you think?
Almost definitely.
Oh, who's that? Is that a Canelo fanboy or is that a David Benavidez? The Canelo fanboys right now are probably in shock. I was hearing these guys for like weeks now, just building up this Andre guy, just pretending that this guy ever had a chance. They're all saying that this fight is with David Benavidez is going to be easy for Canelo, but I would not be shocked if Benavidez was the one to end Canelo's career. He pretty much has the perfect style. Canelo likes to be a big old looping puncher nowadays. He's like a mini pillow-fisted Mike Tyson. He comes forward and he beats you to the punch usually, but I don't think that's going to work versus Benavidez. I think those big looping punches are not going to help Canelo at all. I think Benavidez is going to press on Canelo and he's going to be hitting him with these powerful short lefts and rights and uppercuts, all short punches. You know, Canelo loads up on everything. David's got fast, explosive short punches. I don't think Canelo's going to be able to keep up with this guy, man. I think he's going to put a pressure on him. He's going to make Canelo, either he's going to make Canelo quit or he's going to knock him out. I think you're going to see Canelo on the ground in this one. I think Canelo knows this guy is nothing to fuck with, and that's why he's making weird excuses, saying he doesn't fight Mexicans. Like, that's some weird stuff when you say that. You know, there's some fear in the guy. What do you think? What do you think of that, Bob?
I think that we're gonna see a lot of no, all of his reasons. But if he actually gets in there, I think he'll wilt.
I think he's gonna wilt under the pressure. I think this is the perfect style.
Exactly. Canelo plods like Frankenstein.
There's David Benavidez. There's Canelo being kicked. There's Canelo. All right. So you're seeing a little bit of probably what would happen. And Canelo's like, that's Canelo in a fur coat.
Come on, pup. Touch me now, sir.
Okay, this is what David Benavidez thinks. And there you go, the golden boy is knocked out.
The golden goose, really.
And sue me for what? Yes, exactly. David isn't rich, but after he knocks out Canelo, with the right hook, it's all over.
Approximately 3 million of Canelo's most dearly beloved boyfriends are going to lose their ever-loving goddamn minds.
Yes, get out of here, Juicy. Okay, so decent fight. What I thought it was going to be. FU Sports knows it all. You do. You have to. The greatest channel known to man. The greatest channel. Remember, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, people. Subscribe. We're trying to get there in the next 5 minutes. Or next week, okay? I'll give you a little bit of time to hit the subscribe button. We're trying to do it in the next 7 days, all right? We can do it. We can do it, guys. If you want to fight the power, remember to hit the like button. That's how you fight the power. Because this site, U-Cylinder, has removed 3 of my pages on the site. Right, Bob?
U-Cylinder should...
Yeah, U-Cylinder, right, Bob? U-Cylinder?
Yes.
U-Cylinder has removed 3 of my pages. Right, Bob?
I've now said yes 3 times.
Say it louder. Say it with your whole chest. Say it with your whole chest, Bob.
No.
Come on, Bob. Agree with me. All right, so Bob is angry right now. Remember to subscribe to FUTV. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next 7 days. And then we're trying to build from that. Obviously, we're going to go from 1,000 to probably about 1 million subscribers. That's just the way it works over here on FUTV. But we're getting out of here, people. But we want to thank everybody who came and watched this fight with us. I'm going to be putting in the calendar and some new posters coming out for the next rescores we do. And some of the upcoming fights, UFC, bare knuckles, we do it all here. We actually have a bare knuckles card coming up, I think, next week. It's going to be pretty good. It's what's his name? We got Eddie Alvarez versus forgot this guy's name, Mike Perry. They're having a bare knuckles fight. That's probably going to be pretty good. And I'm going to be checking the boxing and the MMA calendar as well. And we'll be putting up, obviously, again, we'll be putting up the posters for our up and coming play-by-plays and different events in the FU gaming and all of it. Right, Bob?
Yep. And if there's any other combat sports stuff like Muay Thai or kickboxing that you want to see us watch, we're happy to do so. We don't just do boxing, we do combat sports. So anything that's out there that's kind of cool or interesting, let us know about it and we'll probably check it out at least once.
Yes, we do it all here, people. This isn't just a strictly boxing channel. We're doing all the combat sports. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing play-by-play for the Eddie Alvarez, Mike Perry fight. That's probably going to be a big one. This is going to be a good fight. I mean, the bare knuckles is a lot better than what people give it credit for. With the dirty boxing and all that, they're usually exciting fights.
Candidly, I've been very disappointed and frustrated with a lot of the main UFC and boxing cards, but the bare knuckles never disappoints. It's exciting. It's refreshing to see fighters going in there excited about the fight. And so far I haven't seen any decisions that are egregiously terrible.
No, I mean, they're usually pretty good ones, except for that one with the YouTuber we saw. Remember that?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I forgot the guy's name.
But generally speaking, whereas I feel like in these main cards that are in the UFC or in mainstream boxing, it's the exception rather than the rule to have a fight that's really exciting. I feel like it is the rule rather than the exception to have exciting fights in bare knuckles.
Yes.
And that's bare knuckles mixed martial arts and bare knuckles boxing, because we've watched both.
Yes. But before we go, we have a message from Wilder. A lot of people have seen this, but the world needs to see this actually, really. Right, Bob?
If you say so.
When you have a relationship with a man, when you love a man, with another man, although he's thousands of miles away from where I am, when you see things like that, man, you want to come. They don't understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us because I wanted to look sexy and feel sexy. I taste sexy as well.
All right, thank you for that message, Wilder. We're always me and Bob always cry during that message. It's very important, right, Bob?
It is the depths of his soul that he has bared for us.
Yes. I mean, you really wanna love a man with another man or some. What was it like? What was that again?
I don't know. In my mind, it all just became a Brokeback Mountain montage.
You love a man with another man with his threesomes or whatever the fuck's what's going on with that guy?
He's very concerned about tasting sexy. That's all that matters.
I've heard he tastes sexy from himself.
And also Tyson Fury.
Yes. Who the hell's that? Is that Ward?
Looks like a fucking gremlin.
He's evil, isn't he?
He looks like something straight out of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, he just one of his. To me, Andrade fights Andre fights very similar to Ward, and like a fucking bum, like a cheating bum. The best shot that Andre landed in the whole fight was a low blow, and got his ass whooped, got completely destroyed. David barely broke a sweat. But we're gonna be getting out of here, people. I want to thank everybody that came here and watched us. I'm probably going to be seems maybe early enough to play a little Kung Fu, try to finish that up. I am 45% through it. Okay, we're going to be turning the rain off. Blame it on the rain. Remember to subscribe to FU TV, people. FU TV. This is where you find FU Sports, the greatest sports channel on YouTube. All right, and we're gonna be getting some people on here soon. Hopefully, people get on the panel and we have a discussion and it becomes a big old mess of people talking. What do you think of that, Bob?
I think that's a great idea.
All right, people. Thank you for watching us. Have a good night.
Good night.